All right, what's good this fine morning, man? We're back to talk this boxing. Hope you guys are doing well at work. If you on your car, in your car on the way to work, if you in your truck driving, driving as work, hope you're doing well. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. My man, Chillville in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling this morning? Ray Patterson, what's happening? Gilbert, as usual, good to see you. Robert Robles, what's going on to Puerto Rico? Chillville, what's going on, man? You said if Rolly pushes Tank backwards, what do you think will happen? He's gonna knock him out. He's gonna knock him out going backwards. I'll tell you, if Rolly pushes Tank backwards, Chillville, he's gonna beat Rolly moving backwards. Ken Gray in the building. What's going on, man? Asante L, HMC3. What's good? Jonathan Alvarez. What's happening? $7. Just a fan. Ray Patterson. Mike Cardenas in the building. What's good? Adrian Vent, as always, good to see you, sir. Drop them squids on that head. Ace the Boxer in the building. What's going on? Excuse me. Ghost, someone fight Booboo, people. Somebody fight Booboo, please. Nah, man, ain't nobody trying to fight Booboo. Ain't nobody trying to fight Booboo, man. That's messed up, but it's the truth. Ain't nobody trying to fight Booboo. They don't want to take that. They don't want to take that L. They don't want to take that L, man. Booboo's a great fighter, man. But what's his name? Wanted to be Janabek. You know, Janabek. They want to try to get him to fight. They want to try to get him to fight Janabek. Everything you need. What's good, man? He said, yo, good morning, my good brother. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you, and blessings to you. Appreciate y'all when y'all open up the mornings with blessings to the family, man. Blessings to all of y'all family as well. We're going to have a fun conversation today, man. We're going to have a fun conversation today. I know we are, because Gervonta Tank Davis called out Devin Haney, said, hey, you doing all that talking, let's fight. Like that, man. I like that. Unfortunately, don't know how that's going to happen because because Bob Arum locked his ass up. Because Eddie wouldn't get him to fight, man. So he had to get locked up by Bob Arum. Boy, I wish y'all was the man. Eddie Hearn, dog. Eddie Hearns. Richard Hill, what's going on, Noop? How you feeling, man? Richard Hill said WBO is an itch and the WBC franchise belt is trash. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. What's going on, Asante L? Look, man, I'm just sorry that the DAZN did not believe in Devin Haney, man. Because we could have moved right on to a great big fight, man. They would have paid for that fight. They put all that money and they lost all that money with Canelo. Now they're like, dude, we can't do that Bivol fight again. Sorry, Canelo, we can't do that. We're going to lose money again. We can't do that, man. We got to make money on the second fight, dog. He lost so much money he couldn't take the rematch. I'm trying to tell you. Canelo Alvarez lost so much money for DAZN they wouldn't get that man that rematch, dog. I've been thinking about it. I was like, man, why wouldn't they? Is it because he's afraid? I mean, is it because he's afraid, or is it because they lost all that money? Because, dog, they lost a slew of dough on that fight, dog. Slew of money, man. 3-8 when Dan Rayfield, first of all, Dan Rayfield going to blow it up. But Dan Rayfield, man, I hate the fact that I ain't cool with Dan Rayfield, man. I like Dan. I don't like him. I always say I don't like him. I don't know. I'm indifferent on him as a person, man. But every once in a while, bro. Elisante, did you hear about the Russell family? They lost their father and another brother. No. They lost their father too. His father died too. Man, come on, man. Tell me his father didn't just die too. And another brother besides Russell? All right, man. That his father passed too? Oh, God, man. It's just on him, man. Those brothers are going to have to stick together, man. Those three brothers is gonna have to stick together, man. Those guys are gonna have to just hug it up, man. Yeah, 63 off with that diabetes was serious, man. That's the same thing that Curtis Anderson. Man, yeah, man. Wow, man. No, I didn't. I didn't know he passed, man. Man, that's just a real hard time on the Russell family. All right, man. So RIP to Gary Russell Sr., bro. R.I.P. to Gary Russell Jr. Condolences out. R.I.P. to Gary Russell Sr. and condolences to the Russell family once again, man. That's back to back, man. That's back to back inside of a week. That's back to back inside of a that's back to back inside of a week. Man. Sorry to hear that, man. So let's move. Let's keep it moving, though, man. Let's keep it moving on this boxing talk. Yeah, man, that's really rough, man. Robert Robles said it's hard. OG prayers for all our families for now. Yeah, man, it's tough out there, man. It's and it happens like that, man. Those things can flow all in a row. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Batman. I know that Batman passed away. I thought maybe it was another one of a brother besides him. But yeah, man, I know that I knew about Batman. Batman passed last week, latter part of last week. So this week would be Gary Russell Sr. passing this week, man. Caesar AMT said Gary gonna beat somebody's ass next bout. Hey, man, seriously, man, boxing, I know they probably saw it coming with their father. Ariel, Batman passed. Yeah, man, Batman passed last week. Batman died the latter part of last week. He passed. Yeah, and Curtis Anderson passed, a few months before that. So, you know what it is, man. Got to stay healthy, man, and stay safe. Stay healthy, stay safe. And, it just is what it is, man. Not everybody, dude, we're all going to go at some point in time. So, but anyway, man, let's keep it moving, man. Let's try to keep it a positive. Let's try to get a positive attitude this morning for everybody that, is not associated with that particular circumstance, so let's try to get the mood up, and let's talk about, let's get back on that Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol. So, my analysis of the Canelo Alvarez Dimitri Bivol is that they don't want to pay that money for that pay-per-view because they're like, look, dude, we can't afford to do that. We lost way too much money. Robert Robles said it's a guy named John Page. They used to come by to chat all the time. It would be John Page, and he'd say Fanon, and I would say, what's going on, John Page? Sometimes on Saturday he came and he chopped. Last time I talked with him, he was on the channel. And we chopped it up over the weekend on the Saturday show. But yeah, he's Gary Russell, and he's Gary Russell Jr.'s brother. So yeah, man, good dude, man. Be Easy said Roy Jones did a few interviews on Canelo's cherry picking gone wrong. Yeah, man, it did. But that bank account, man, but guess what? That's the zone going wrong. The zone gave him that fight, dog, and dude, that crap did, dude, 300,000 pay-per-views for Canelo. And they blowing that number up, dog. 300,000 pay-per-views, and they're blowing that number up. I ain't trying to hear it. They trying to blow that number up with that 300,000. Because, dog, ain't nobody buy that fight. And on top of it, and then the flop before last, which is Tyson Fury, man, these dudes going to have to start making these fights, man. They're going to have to start making real fights over there, man. Because that crap, and then Gennady Golovkin, the fight with Gennady Golovkin, dude, that ain't going to be in a big fight either. But at least it's a fight he can win. You know what I'm saying? Ghost, someone fight Booboo, please. Said for now, they trying to break their losses. Record last was minus 1.3 billion. This year it'll be 2. Man, how much is the pay-per-view again, King? The pay-per-view for that was reported around 300,000. There's numbers between 200,000, 250,000, and 350,000. For Canelo Alvarez, for the biggest name in boxing. So let me tell you something. If Canelo's selling 350 and you got Arrow selling 300, That tells you that Errol is way up there as far as popularity in boxers. And if the guys would actually go back to selling American fighters, if you would go back to fighting American fighters in America, where everybody's buying the pay-per-views, dog, your numbers would get better. Stop trying to sell these guys that people do not want to see just because they are cheaper for you on the front, because they are cheaper for you. Robert Robles, they lost more than 20 million for nine. Canelo got his DAZN. They lost more than 20 million for nine. Canelo got his. DAZN is not happy. Can't be happy with that terrible performance, bro. Can't be happy with that terrible performance. Dog, when you got the pay-per-view was lit up, when you were having American fighters fighting American fighters on pay-per-view, after you had spent a reasonable amount of time promoting them. But, you don't want to do it. That's what you're going to get, man. But it is what it is, man. Robert Davis said, when cherry picking goes wrong, Tank wants to fight Devin Haney. Oh, yeah, he said he'd fight Devin because Devin needed to shut his mouth. That's what he said. He said, what's Devin doing talking about me for? All these dudes talking about me. Say, don't nobody know who he is. Don't nobody, but how about we fight? You ain't beat nobody. This is what he said. You didn't beat anybody. You got your belt emailed to you, man. Dog, he laid in on him, man. I'm trying to tell you. They're never going to fight, though. Because I'm telling you this, the fight's not going to happen. Adrian Vince said, Fanon, Rolly coming in amazing shape. He had a very awkward style and underrated power. I'm going to pick him to get knocked out. Hey, you funny. Hey, Adrian Vince, did you mean to be funny when you said that? Because you were like, Fanon, Rolly coming in amazing shape. He's had a very awkward style and underrated power. I'm going to pick him to get knocked out in 5. Do you mean you're going to pick him to knock out Gervonta Davis in 5? Or you're picking him to get knocked out in 5, dog? If you did, that was hilarious, man. Good. Hey, man, thank you. I needed that, man. Thank you, man. I needed that good laugh. Because, I'm not in 5, though, bro. Oh, yeah, man, he went in on him, dog. You said you the email champ, brother. You said that's a plot twist. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. He switched it up on me, man. Because I was like, wow, you about to pick Rolly? He said, I'll pick him to get knocked out in 5, man. Musa R said, are you buying the stream for Tank? Of course, man. No doubt about it, man. We got 300 people in the building. Hit that like button, man. Like my man Richard Hill says, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, brother. Bed said Canelo's scared. Who is Bed? I don't know who Bed. Bed said, Grady Welsh said, Bed said Canelo is scared of GGG. Who's ducking Spence? He know he is. What? They're not ducking Spence, man. Jamal is an email champ. Let's talk about that. How's Jamal Charlo an email champ? How's Jamal Charlo an email champ? Jamal won a belt at 154 in the ring and defended it. You can say what you want about Canelo vacating, because he didn't vacate because he moved into that. Okay, he got that shit emailed to him in 160. No worries. There you go. Yeah, sure. Okay, Jeff. Hey, look, man, I didn't say he's an email champ. Gervonta said he's an email champ. I didn't say that. Don't put that on me. I didn't say that. Gervonta said that. I'm just reporting the news, dog, and having fun watching y'all be mad about it. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to instigate. You know what I mean? How you instigate. Ray Patterson said, I think Rolly's gonna hit the deck in 6 rounds. Man, that dude is I don't know when he's gonna get knocked out. It may go to distance. Who knows, man? It may go to distance. Whatever it is, he's gonna lose somehow, some way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, I think Jamal got it. I think Jamal got that messed up. If Jamal is an email champ, let's talk about Bivol. Why would Bivol be an email champ? I think he won that a vacant belt. I think he won it in a vacant belt. But you know what it is, man. That's just the email. I mean, seriously, that is just the WBC screwing him over, because they could have made it a vacant belt. I don't know why they would do that. Why wouldn't they just make it the big? Why wouldn't they just vacate the belt and have that fight be the fight for the belt? That to me just didn't make any sense. So I don't really have a problem with how Devin Haney got his belt. Personally, I don't have a problem with it because all it means because he went into a fight with the belt. Maybe they did that so that they could charge him. Maybe they did that so they could charge him a fee, for the belt. I don't know. I don't know what that is, man. Adrian Vince said franchise belts are the real email belt. Hey, man, it's unfortunate, man. Hey, yeah, man, we got 351 people in the building, man. Y'all make sure you hit that like button, man. It would be great, man. Kind of like Beterbiev is ducking all day long. He been fighting past 42. Hey, man, Jamal, who's been ducking, man? Why you say Beterbiev has been ducking? Beterbiev is about to fight Joe Smith. I don't think he did. Boxing Jaguar said Mayweather promotion dropped the ball. I would pay $200 instead of $80 to see Rolly go to sleep. Yeah, man, but you and you alone, man, that thing ain't selling at no $200, man. They got that right at the right price point, dog. Those guys know what they're doing with those price points. They got a consistent, regular amount of people to buy those fights, and that's what they're counting on. That's what they're. What's going on, Rick Blackwell? Frequent Flyer said email champ might as well mean title holder was afraid to fight you, but the sanctioning bodies tried to smooth it over. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, dog. It's just shot fires from Gervonta, man. That's it. I'm just happy that he said he wanted to fight him. He said, let's fight. If you can beat George Kambosos, man. Keyboard man 219 said, who do you have in that fight, Tank versus Haney? I got Tank for sure. I got Tank in that fight. I got Tank by knockout. I got Tank by knockout in that fight. I got Tank by KO. Beep, beep. I got Tank by KO. Why? Just to have fun with y'all. Devin Haney's a very good fighter, man. He can't punch though. So you're not gonna, if you can't keep Gervonta off you, man, you're gonna have a very hard time. And I don't think he's as fast, bro. I don't think he's as fast as Gervonta. I think I got Gervonta in that fight. But then again, I'm just mixing up, I'm just trying to stir the pot too. A tie break said I call a franchise belt the get out of jail free belt. Yeah, that in the WBA super belt, they don't have mandatories either. So it is what it is though, but that's the champ. He's fighting the WBA super champ. See, here's the thing though. Why don't y'all get what's going on, Necro Easy? Why don't you guys give George Kambosos any credit, man? I want to know why you Devin Haney fans don't give George Kambosos the credit he deserves. Just wondering, man. Why don't y'all give that man any credit? I wonder why y'all don't do that. He's taking the fight, isn't he? He's the franchise champion. He's got a get out of jail free card, and he's fighting Devin Haney. Why is it that you guys don't give that man any credit? I just wonder. Y'all talk real bad about George Kambosos, who's doing something he didn't have to do. I just wonder why that is, man. You know what I mean? Why don't y'all, seriously, I need to know from my resident Devin Haney fans, why don't you give that guy any credit for taking that fight? Because he didn't have to take the fight. He could have been like, no, I'm not fighting you. You don't have a belt. I'm the champion. He didn't do that. He kept his word. But yet y'all, because of the contract, dog, Devin Haney asked for that. Devin Haney asked for that. Rip Jones. Rip Jones. Wait, hold on, man. Rip Jones with the honesty. See, that's what I like, dog. He wasn't forced to. He wasn't forced to fight that dude. He didn't have to fight him. That ain't real. He did not have to fight him. That's not true. But Rip Jones is telling the truth, bro. Rip Jones said, F him. And that's just the truth. That's why y'all don't like George Kambosos, man. That's it, bro. That man said that. He said, I will take the same deal as Lomachenko. That's what Devin Haney said. Devin offered that. And what's you supposed to do? You supposed to say, no, I want to pay you more? Man, if he hadn't said that, then they could have went back to the table. He may have been able to get a little bit more. But he grandstanded, and he got caught on his grandstand. He did that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. See, when he was talking, boop, that cost him money. But that bone popped out his bloop, bloop, bloop. And And George Kambosos just picked it up off the floor. George Kambosos just picked it up off the floor. We forget Loma ducked Haney. Look, man, we're not talking about Lomachenko ducking Haney, and I don't even want to do that anymore. He lost that next fight. I'm just saying, man, Devin Haney did that. Devin's the reason he had that contract like that. I just want to know, dog, is it? I mean, Easy World out here calling y'all Easy World. B. Rouse said because he's white, that's why they don't. See, Easy B World is putting that on y'all neck. Is that true? Can it be true? I don't think it's true. That's not true, because trust me, Devin Haney fans hate on black fighters real fast. That ain't it. Oh, no, that's not it. Trust you me. Devin Haney fans do not need you to be white to be hating on you. Trust me. They don't like Teofimo Lopez. They don't like Gary Russell Jr. They don't like Tank Davis. Nah, dog, I'm just trying to tell you. I just want to know why y'all don't get that man that credit. And again, man, hey, everybody that supports in the Super Chat and the Cash App, thank you guys so much for your support, for keeping the channel going, keeping these boxing conversations hot. I really do appreciate y'all very, very much, man. Javier Martinez in the building. Hold on, y'all went away. Dre Banks said, can we respect how Mayweather moved Tank now? Example, Devin Haney. Yeah, I can respect how he moved him. He's had great fights, man. Y'all, dude, he's had better fights than Devin Haney has. So, yes, I absolutely can respect how he moved him, bro. Leo Santa Cruz, you guys don't give Tank any credit for anything. You don't give him credit for nothing. Leo Santa Cruz is a good fight, man. That guy's the same size, man. Because Gary's a 130-pounder. Fought at 130 pound, beat Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz is a better fighter than Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez. Better fighter than both those guys. And you don't get, but people give Shakur credit for beating Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez, but won't give Gervonta Davis credit for beating Jose Pedraza and Leo Santa Cruz at that same weight class. And then beating Mario Barrios at 140 pounds. Nah, man, y'all, I'm just trying to tell you, I just want to wake y'all to this, man. I just want to wake you up this morning and let you know, man. And Gamboa is whatever. Gamboa is a body bag for everybody. You know what I mean? Gamboa been a body bag for everybody. So I ain't really tripping on Gamboa because I knew what was going to happen with Gamboa. Gamboa is a knockout waiting to happen, unless you're Devin, in which point in time it's a unanimous decision waiting to happen. So I'm just trying to say, man. I mean, I just want to know why, man. What's with the double standard, man? Hey, Devin Haney is like a poor man's Winky Wright to me. Oh no, doesn't fight anything like Winky Wright, bro. Jose Perez said, "Remember Tank? Will you rematch Pitbull?" Tank's exact words. Hell no. Why would he? That's not what he said, Jose Perez, though. He said, does he deserve a rematch? He said, hell no. That was an answer to the question, do you think he put up a good fight? And Gervonta Davis like, hell no. That dude's easy money. That's what he is. And why would you have another rematch? That was a one-sided fight. Man, tell your boy got to earn it, man. Earn it. Oh, Robert Davis said, Big Brother Fanon hate Devin Haney. He's too good. Come on, man. Robert Davis, I just want to know, man, why don't y'all give George Kambosos any credit for what that man is doing? Yes, sir, Bearcat Hampton, that is true. That is what is being said, and I don't think anybody would have a reason to say that if it's not true. Barbara Davis in that super chat, man. Much love. Thank you so much for that support in that super chat. Thank you, Barbara Davis. That's big. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Javier Martinez said, Fanon, the Winkster is an all-time great. Oh, he is, but I'm just saying they don't fight. Winky Wright, Devin Haney does not fight like Winky Wright. That's what I mean by that. They don't fight anything like each other. Winky Wright is right there in front of you, blocking him. And Winky Wright fights more like Errol Spence Jr. than he fights like Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So no, man, I don't think that's a good comparison. I would think that a good comparison with Devin Haney would be, Devin Haney is a better version of Devin Alexander to me. Like Devin, he's a more skilled Devin Alexander, but kind of like that, but with more skill. Yeah, Devin Alexander. That's who he reminds me of. Devin Alexander, but with a more skilled Devin Alexander. Because Devin Alexander was a good fighter. Devin Alexander couldn't punch his way out of a brown paper bag. You know, if he could punch, if he's a better puncher, dog, I think he would have beat Tim Bradley. You know? Said, nah, Devin is Meldrick Taylor 2.0. I don't know, man. He don't seem like he gets hit like that, like Meldrick Taylor. But I haven't. But honestly, man, I gotta increase my knowledge base on Meldrick Taylor. Having like the 80s, I'm telling you, those 80 welter, 135, 140 welterweights. A lot of those guys are kind of lost on me, man. A little bit. So I got to go back and watch them fight, man. Alden Johnson said, facts for 9. Yeah, man, it's like Devin Alexander, bro. Like, he's a more skilled Devin Alexander. Meldrick Taylor could crack a little bit. From what I could see, Meldrick Taylor could crack a little bit. But Devin Haney, Devin Alexander. That's who they reminds me, man. 80s and 90s, though. Yeah, I know. 80s and early 90s. Well, I mean, he's early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Meldrick Taylor was like late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. Hey, just stopped by to support you. Hey, thank you, Barbara Davis. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Haney got no pop like Taylor. I didn't realize that Meldrick Taylor couldn't punch. Got to go back and watch him, though. I gotta make that admission for y'all. Jason Kelly in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support, man. It's what allows me to do the show. Thank you very much. Jason Kelly said, in my opinion, if you watch fighters that Tank fought against the fighters that Shakur or Haney fight, I think Tank's opponents would win. NTX in the building. Was that North Texas in the building? Yeah, probably. Over Shakur, yeah. Definitely Jose Pedraza. I got Jose Pedraza beating Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez. And definitely have Leo Santa Cruz beating Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez. Good fights, but I think I would take Leo Santa Cruz at 130 over those guys. And Mario Barrios is going to beat all of those guys. I don't think any of those guys are going to beat Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is an underrated win because people are like, oh, you didn't really win a championship at 140. And that may be true that he didn't win a major championship at 140. But man, he did beat Mario Barrios, and Mario Barrios was a good fighter at 140. A good fighter. Not an okay fighter. He was a good fighter at 140. So to get that belt off of in that fight, that's a big win for him, man. And people don't give Tank credit for that. And this Isaac Cruz fight with a hurt hand, not a broken hand, but a hurt hand, that means something, man. You know what I mean? My man said, would you say Haney's best win is old Linares or Jojo Diaz? One or the other. Either Linares or Diaz. Probably Jojo Diaz, though. I don't know, Jojo Diaz. Hey, Kenya Dimitros, much love in that super chat. I would say, I would probably say, I think Jorge Linares. Yeah, Jorge Linares is probably right. But Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz is a good one. I think probably Jojo Diaz. Probably Jojo Diaz. Right between him and Linares. Linares has got, Linares be getting knocked out, dog. I'm surprised that Devin Haney can't knock those dudes out, though, man. No joke. I'm surprised with that, man. One of the two, though, either Jojo Diaz or Jorge Linares are his best win, I would think. Good wins. Both of them are good wins, 00. Much love in that super chat, Kenan. Thank you, brother. It means a lot. Thank you for supporting the channel. Who's the hardest puncher in boxing besides Wilder? Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua. Or either Anthony Joshua or Luis Ortiz. Anthony Joshua or Luis Ortiz, probably. If the actual, the biggest puncher, one of the two of those guys. Luis Ortiz or Anthony Joshua. Really not sure about what 6 on one hand, half dozen the other. Whichever one you pick, because Anthony Joshua, if he gets you, he can get you. If Luis Ortiz hits you, Luis Ortiz can get you out of there. So, yeah, one of the two of those guys, man. Maybe now that, that Luis Ortiz got a little bit older, but Luis Ortiz hit you flush, man, you're going to get King Kong will get you up out of there, man. King Kong will do you dirty, no doubt about it. King Kong will do you dirty. Big Boy said, why not get Bill Haney on the chat and tell him how you feel, Fanon? I don't know, Big Boy. Why don't I get Eddie Hearn on here and tell him what I feel, big dickhead? What are you trying to talk crap, dog? I didn't even tell you how I feel. I'm talking about how Gervonta Davis feels. Bill Haney's been on my channel before. What do you think I'm going to do? Get Bill Haney on my channel and debate with him about who I think is the best win on Devin Haney's resume, you moron? I'm a boxing fan. How often do you see, and by the way, he's been on the channel before, but if he comes on the channel, all I'm going to do is ask him what he thinks about things, because that's what you do when you interview somebody. However, I assume that I have the right on my channel to tell you what I think, Big Boy. Now, why don't you go run and tell Bill that, Big Boy, and never come back again? How about you go run and tell him that I have the right to tell people what I think? However, I didn't call the man email champ. I'm talking to Devin Haney fans. Okay? Thank you very much, bro. Go away, man. Like, man, I don't get it. Why don't you call? Dude, you want me to call? Hey, man, I guess I have to bring on Eddie Hearn, man. Let me get Eddie Hearn to tell him what I think about Anthony Joshua. Is there some wrong? Is there some you think? See, that's what I'm telling y'all with y'all. I'm telling you with you Devin Haney fans. Some of y'all. You guys, you act like people work for Devin. You act like it's somebody's job to say something that is complimentary to Devin at all times. Otherwise, there's something wrong with you. I didn't say anything bad about Devin Haney at all. I'm just not going to prop him up unnecessarily. The kid's already got a lot of good stuff going for him, huh? Defensive? What do you mean defensive? Yeah, I'm defensive about what? You talk stupid, I'll be defensive for sure. Zach Ray, Zay Rich. Hey, what is Bill Haney gonna do? Put you on punishment? I mean, dog. Look, man, Devin Haney's a fighter, man, and I don't understand why you do corniness like that. That's true. Same with Canelo fans. They expect you to acknowledge them. Look, man, I've already acknowledged them. I just want to know why y'all don't give this man George Kambosos any credit for taking that fight. And I do mean that, because that came off the conversation about the franchise belt being a license to duck. So my question is, if it's a license to duck and he didn't duck, then why don't you give that man credit for taking that fight? I don't think that's an unfair question. Why don't you give a man credit for taking a fight? That'll be all over once Devin beats Kambosos. Yeah, I hope he does beat him. I absolutely positively do hope. I hope he beats him. But then if that happens, you're not going to get the Gervonta Davis fight next, for sure. Hey, man, my man, Murder Music Cinema. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. He said Tank would not let Devin or Shakur measure distance with pot shots all night. Pressure bust pipes, man versus boy. I'm going to tell you, I think that dude will beat Devin, though. No doubt. Who else was he going to fight? Fanon? He could have got the Jamel Herring fight, man. He could have got the Jamel Herring fight and waited. He could have fought anybody else he wanted to fight. Music, hey, Murder Music Cinema. Much love in that super chat, brother. He could have done it. Dude, he could have fought anybody else he wanted to. Anybody that would have taken the fight, he could have fought. He wasn't forced to fight anybody. Right? He could have fought anybody. Who else was there to fight? He could have fought Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring said if Devin Haney didn't agree to that fight, that he was going to take that he would get that fight. The reason George Kambosos said that he would fight Devin Haney is because he said he wanted the biggest fight he could get. So he took Devin Haney. He didn't have to take Devin Haney. The man's telling the truth on that. It's not a mandatory fight. It's a voluntary fight for him. He could have fought a bunch of people. He could have, I guess he could have fought Michelle Rivera if he wanted to fight Michelle Rivera. He could have fought Richard Comey if he wanted to fight Richard Comey. He could have fought a bunch of people, man. You know what I'm saying? He could have fought a bunch of people. It's a voluntary fight, man. Kenneth Howard, it's a voluntary fight. He could have fought anybody. I'm just saying, get a man credit. At least get a man credit for taking a fight. What's wrong with that? Why can't you? I mean, why wouldn't I give a man credit for taking the fight? He did not have to take that fight. He didn't. This is not like a scenario where Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, where it was a mandated fight. Terrence Crawford did not want to fight Sean Porter because it was his friend. But they mandated, the WBO mandated it, and as a result, he had to take it. Otherwise, he was going to get stripped of his belt. That's when somebody is forced to take the fight. He would have taken the Lomachenko fight first, for sure. Definitely would have, but Lomachenko didn't take the fight. I mean, that's just factual, man. That's just factual. Seriously, man. It's just factual. Hey, dog, next time you do that, I'm going to throw you out. Call of Duty, next time you do that, I'm going to throw you out. Do not do that. Okay? Do not do that, bro. I'm not better than that man. That man is very good at what he does. I'm doing what I do. Please do not do that. Okay? As a lot of people that come to this channel and go to that channel, it's not necessary to do that, man. I appreciate you thinking that I'm good, but I'd appreciate if you would not do that. It's not acceptable over here, man. I don't troll. You know what I'm saying? Lil said it. Fanon, what's more likely? Tank stopping Devin by KO or Devin winning by decision? Tank knocking out Devin is more likely. Because I don't think he's going to win. Because I don't think he's going to win by decision against Tank either. I think that's good. I think that's a hard fight for him, man. Be Fair said, don't be angry, man. How about you let me be what I'm going to be, bro? I'm going to be what I'm going to be. What mug you using today? My mama mug. My mama's mug. You know. I'm using I'm using the mug my mama made me. My favorite mug in the world. Hey, No Ortiz said, Fanon, I want to thank you for always trying to be non-biased. It's getting harder and harder to watch other boxing YouTubers who make everything about race instead of each boxer as an individual. Much love, No Ortiz. Yeah, man, that can be frustrating. But you got to call it when it's there, though. You got to call it when it's there, man. You got to call it when it's there because it is there. It is there. It is there. You know what I'm saying? It is there for sure. But I don't do it because, dog, sometimes it's very hard to prove. You know what I mean? It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard to prove, you know? And and for me, honestly, man, you know, I want to save it for when it's obvious. But other people have the right to express that opinion, especially if you're in America, man. Be Fair said, you need to accept others' opinions. No, I do not have to accept anybody's opinion. That is absolutely silly, Be Fair. I do not have to accept anybody's opinion. If your opinion is that I'm an idiot, I don't have to accept that. If your opinion is that Gervonta Davis is a bum, I don't have to accept that. I don't have to accept your opinion at all. I can disagree. I have the right to disagree with you. If you disagree with somebody, you by definition, you're not accepting their opinion. So no, absolutely not, man. I do not have to accept anybody's opinion. I don't. And if you're disrespectful to me, I don't have to take that crap at all. No, I do not. And if you're disrespectful to somebody else, it's just a matter of time until you're disrespectful to me. So why would I co-sign with that? No. And plus, people that come over here, come over here insulting me, insulting other people on my channel, will go to somebody else's channel and insult me over there, trying to start nonsense between people. That's why I don't do that, man. Anyway, you have the right to your opinion, is what you have. And I have the right to my opinion, man. And that's it. Mass Arms in that super chat, brother. Much love, man. Supporting the channel. Thank you, bro. He said Cam had to take the Haney fight if he wanted to get paid. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Dude, Devin Haney is not a big draw, Mass Arms. Devin Haney is not a big draw, homie. Devin Haney, he did not have to take that fight, man. I'm telling you, he did not have to take that fight. Devin Haney is not a big name, not at all. Okay? Devin Haney is not a big name, not at all, man. He did not have to take that fight, man. And I'm gonna stick with that. Devin Haney is a champion, is the WBC champion. He had an out because George Kambosos is the WBC franchise champion. Devin Haney is not a big name in Australia. He's not a big name anywhere. It's just a fact because he's on a network where nobody watches him fight. If Canelo Alvarez can only sell 300,000 pay-per-views on DAZN, which I don't believe, by the way, I don't believe. I don't believe that he did that many. Devin Haney's viewerships are not, dude, there's not 100,000 people watching Devin Haney in any particular fight. You just can't tell me that he's just not, man. He's not a big name, man. So let me put it this way. He's a well-known fighter in boxing circles, but he's not somebody that has a history of drawing a lot of money, man. I just say get a man the credit for what the man for taking that fight. He said he wanted the best fight available. He wasn't trying to take cherry picks and all of that stuff, and he didn't cherry pick. George Kambosos did not cherry pick. It was either Lomachenko. He went from Haney to Lomachenko back to Haney, because the first option was Haney, and then DAZN wouldn't offer any money for the fight, and then it went back to Devin. It went back to Lomachenko. Then Lomachenko wouldn't take the fight, and then it went back to Haney. In my recollection of what happened. Armando N says, salute for 9. I like Shakur over Tank and Haney. I think Shakur is a silent assassin in that ring. Hey, man, he's a great fighter, man. No doubt, man. Hey, One Piece said for 9. That's true. I heard a guy throw your name on another platform. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, they do that all the time, man. That's why some cats get it. I just would appreciate it, dog. If you want to talk about somebody's channel, just go over there. It's not, I mean, that ain't tough, man. You know what I mean? Don't try to start nothing with me, because I know all these guys get up in the morning thinking about boxing, man. You know what I mean? And it ain't easy to talk. It ain't easy to do this every day, man. It's not. And everybody does, and the cats deserve credit for what they do. You know what I mean? Jim Papa said he tried to duck by overpricing. Same thing you said Bud is doing. No, Jim Papa. No, Jim Papa. It's not the same thing. Because he's fighting him, Jim Papa. How's he overpricing? Overpricing who? He didn't overprice. He underpriced, if anything. And on the top of that, he didn't underprice Lomachenko. He didn't underprice Devin. Because Devin said, I will take whatever it is that you gave Lomachenko. And then he gave him what he gave Lomachenko. He said, okay, you can have the same deal that I struck with Lomachenko. And he accepted it. Come on, man. That man did not say, I want $20 million and 50-50 on the pay-per-view. Oh no, because, man. Ain't neither one of them gonna let that come out their mouth. Seriously, man. Kenneth Howard said, Haney is the second highest paid fighter in the lighter divisions after Tank. How's it possible that he's not a big name? Just curious. Can you explain that for you? Yeah, because he got that from DAZN when DAZN was overpaying people to leave the PBC. No worry, Kenneth Howard. I will let you know. Because he got guaranteed money from DAZN. When DAZN had a marketing, came to the United States, they said, we've got $1 billion and we are going to steal PBC fighters. We're going to steal Al Heyman's fighters and bring them over to DAZN. We're going to get Adrian Bronner. We're going to get Errol Spence Jr. We're going to get right? So what happened? They tried to get Adrian Bronner. They tried to get these other guys. They tried to get Errol Spence, at least talked about trying to get Errol Spence. And you know what all those guys told Eddie Hearn? Gave him the finger and said, kick rocks. So he wasn't able to sign anybody. After that, Eddie Hearn went and got Eddie Hearn went and got Devin Haney and paid Devin Haney because Devin Haney was a PBC fighter and a big prospect on Showbox. He was fighting on Showbox. You know, the same network that had Anthony Joshua was on. So Eddie Hearn took Anthony Joshua to the Zone, off of Showtime to the Zone. If you recall, the fight between Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko, the one that made Anthony Joshua big, was a co-promotional deal in the United States between Showtime and HBO. Vladimir Klitschko was an HBO fighter. Vladimir Klitschko was HBO. Anthony Joshua was Showtime. So they took the biggest one they could get over there, which was Anthony Joshua, and they took Devin Haney as well. Other fighters that they signed was Daniel Jacobs. That's why Daniel Jacobs got the Canelo Alvarez fight, because Daniel Jacobs left the PBC and went over to DAZN. Eddie Hearn got the only fighters that he was able to get that I recall from the PBC was Daniel Jacobs and Devin Haney, and he got them for big minimums. That's why he earned that much money. He did not earn that much money because, and also as far as him being the second highest paid guy, that is not necessarily true, because I don't think that his guarantees are bigger than Lomachenko's. I'm pretty sure that Lomachenko got paid as much money as Devin Haney did, but the difference was that Lomachenko didn't get it so early in his career. But Lomachenko gets $3.5 million, had a $3 to $3.5 million guarantee on every fight. And Lomachenko said he would take a pay cut to fight Devin Haney. That's what Lomachenko said. So what Devin did was he piggybacked what Lomachenko did. So Lomachenko was the one that said, "Look, I'll fight for him for next to nothing. No worries." And Lomachenko's the bigger name. That's why they wanted Lomachenko, because Lomachenko was number one, willing to fight for very little money, and number two, or less money than he typically makes, and number two, he was the bigger name. And number three, DAZN didn't offer up any money for the fight. DAZN made an offer to George Kambosos, which, according to George Kambosos' promoter, was laughable. That's what Lou DiBella said. BZ5466 said, "What's a superstar boxer to you? Haney is not one. Superstar boxer? Canelo. There you go. It's the only superstar boxer today. Canelo, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao. There you go. Oscar De La Hoya. There you go. Those are the superstar boxers. That's it. There you go. Those are superstar boxers. Superstar boxers are people that you can walk outside and ask somebody about because they're a superstar. Do you think somebody on an ABC sitcom is a superstar just because the people that watch their show know their name? No. There's a big difference between the guy that is starring. There's a big difference between the guy that is starring in a special crime units television show and let's say Johnny Depp, okay, or Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a superstar. The guy that you like on your local show, that dude is not a superstar. He's a celebrity. Okay? Devin Haney's not a superstar. Don't even act like he is. That is a phrase people use extremely loosely because no way is that man a superstar. He ain't a superstar. Man, Errol Spence ain't a superstar. Gervonta Davis ain't a superstar. Floyd Mayweather is a superstar. That's it. Floyd, Canelo. Who else? That's it. Only ones right now that are still getting in the ring. Everybody else are bigger stars, but dude, Devin Haney ain't doing anywhere near the numbers Gervonta Davis is. Damon Wester said, Devin got it because of his talent. Stop it, Fanon. Who else worth $3 million? Call his own shots, not letting Al make big fights for him. He's his own boss. Hey, look, Damon Wester, come on, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Who is worth $3 million and calling his own shots? Dog, he's not calling his own shots. He signed it to Top Rank, man, in a 3-fight deal. Come on, man. He got it because of his talent, bro. Then why isn't Jaron Ennis getting that money, man? He got it because it was a bidding war for the fighters, man. That's what it was. It's a bidding war for the fighters, man. That's what it was. I'm not making it up. That's the truth. It was a bidding war for the fights. That's what it is. He went over there because they guaranteed him the most money. And Eddie Hearn was doing that, was overpaying fighters. And Devin, and listen to this. Eddie Hearn. And yeah, you got some of it because of his talent. Yeah, talent. No doubt about it. He's a very talented fighter. Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn admits DAZN is overpaying fighters. Yeah, it's not tough. Is this no? Yeah, Eddie Hearn, DAZN is overpaying fighters. It's July 19th of 2019. I'm not going to play it for it because that's over on DAZN. But yeah, man, they are overpaying fighters to get fighters. We all know that, man. You all know that's what that is. So why are you acting like you don't know it? This is not new stuff. You know that. Hey, Scanrans, how do we know that's the same deal he gave Loma? Dog, I mean, how do I know that? I don't know that because they said that. That's what he never said it wasn't. I don't know. Eddie, it's the same promotional company. It's Top Rank is putting on the fight. It's the same promotional company, isn't it? He literally went to the same network to do the fight. So if the network's the same, the fight date's the same, why wouldn't the deal be the same? He said, we know it's the same deal because he said it. Yeah, I didn't know if Devin Haney had said it or not. The rebuttal said Haney's last paycheck was $900,000. People, do your research. Hey, look, the rebuttal, I don't want to get into that because I have a suspicion that it is not $4 or $5 million. But it is what it is, man. Bill said they never seen the Lomachenko contract. Yeah, but why would they see Lomachenko's contract? They just need to get verification from those guys, man. Oh, Jeff Campbell, thank you, brother. My bad. Thank you, man. Let me roll back. Look, man, I can't tell you if it's the same contract or not. He said he would take the same thing in public. So Belize says, salute Fanon. When you're a real man, you don't need to talk about someone else's lane. My mom said you owe respect. You owe respect. People earn the right to keep it. Oh, you owe respect. People earn the right to keep it. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Appreciate that, brother. Beasley, thank you for that support in the super chat, man. It means a lot. Thank you. No joke. Thank you very much, man, for that support. Let me back up. Make sure I didn't miss another one. I got Scant Rants. I got my man, Damon Wester, in the building. And B said, what's the superstar? Haney, to you, Haney is not one. No, come on, man. Just go outside and ask if you know the guy, man. Ask 15 people if they know who the person is. Ain't no super. There's very few there is not an active superstar in boxing other than the title they're giving Canelo Alvarez. Prince Nazim was a superstar too, right, Fanon? I don't know about that, man. He was over there. I can't tell you about that. I think he was a big star over there in the UK and in the Middle East. Yeah. Over in the United States, not so much, but you know what I mean. Mashamar Ayash said, I'm sorry, man. Let me roll back down here, man. I'm sorry, man. I'll get you next time, Mashamar. Because I don't want to get mad. BZ4566 said, no matter how you look at it, they emailed him and Charlo and said, your peer don't want to fight you. Don't want to fight. Do you want a belt that's an email champ without bruises? Yeah, it is what it is, man. It's unfortunate, but you can put it on both guys, whatever. Don't make a difference to me. Call him an email champ. It's all right. Right now, he's the only champion in that division, though. Jamal's the only champion there in that division. But, you know, if you want to call Jamal an email champ, call him an email champ. Don't make me a difference. I'm not calling Devin an email champion. That's not my words. That's Gervonta Davis's words, not mine. So all y'all getting butthurt because Gervonta Davis says something, y'all can leave me out of that. All I'm doing is talking about it, man. That's it. That's it, man. Yeah, Mike Tyson's a superstar. Yeah, Roy Jones is a superstar. Roy Jones is big, man. Roy Jones, but Mike Tyson, Ali, I mean, that's, dude, like, if you have to separate categories of stars and you put Mike Tyson in a category of star, you can't put Devin Haney in the same category of star as Mike Tyson. That's just common, bro. Hey, David Weston said the Haney netters are going to come for you, big bro. What is that, man? The Haney, what's the Haney, the who? The Haney netters. Hey, man, them dudes, if they would have came got me, they would have came got me, they would have got me already. David Wester in that building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Deborah Booker, my sister in the building, said, must admit they knew who Floyd Mayweather was. They know Canelo Alvarez, and they also know Deontay Wilder was from the Fury fight. Yeah, them news are big names, man. It's just, I mean, come on, man. Devin Haney's not a superstar, man. That's just really, man. That's just really, really obvious. And honestly, I don't think y'all should play with that, man. That phrase, because it turns people off, man. Let the man earn something, man. You know what I mean? Devin Haney knows he's not a superstar, bro. So why are you getting mad about something Devin Haney wouldn't say? You know? Why would you get Alden? You already got a wrench, brother. Soda Black in the building said, congratulations on the #1 morning show boxing show. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. We keep good people in here, man. Much love. Thank you for the support, bro. That's all I want to be. I want to be the #1 morning show. #1 boxing morning show. Even though, you know, other cats got really good morning shows too. It is what it is. But honestly, man, I want to chop it up with supporters, dude. No joke. Chopping it up with supporters is very important, bro. Very, very important. Hold on one second, because I got somebody supported in this cash apps, man. My thing wasn't on. Ugh. Hold on one second, man. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on up here. My man, Be Easy in the building, said, hey, man, continued blessings, my brother. Thank you, man. My man, Be Easy in that cash app, bro. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Thank you very much, man. And also, Sean Clark back in that super chat. He said, Tank beats them all. Much respect, OG. Love your channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Sean Clark, man. That means a lot, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. Means a lot, man. You're not taken for granted around these parts, man. And my man Cedric Warren said, what can Spence do to get to the superstar level? Beat Canelo? Much love in that super chat. Beat Canelo? Beat Canelo? You got to get that big fight to do it, man. Hey, no worry, Alden. No worries, Alden. What's going on, ABZ79? You rent shop in the AM. That's what's up. Yeah. Everybody around here can click you. Brock, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. He's got to do the same thing everybody else had to do to get it. He's got to do the same thing everybody else has to do to get it. You got to beat a big name fighter to get it. That's how everybody else got it. You got to beat a big name fighter to do it. Except for Canelo. He just fought one. He just fought one. Or you got to look white and be a Mexican. Or you got to be a white looking Mexican. One or the other. No, I'm just joking. Canelo got a big fan base, man, because he got those Oscar De La Hoya type fans. Walter Squirrelwell said, Tank too strong for Devin. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you, man. And thank you to all the new supporters, bro. Thank you to all the new supporters, man. Thank y'all. I see y'all cats that usually don't come in the super chat or the cash app. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, man. Bivol beat Nello. Is he a superstar now? No, he is not. No, he is not. And he ducked him the second time around. No, he is not. Being American helps. There's not going to be an Eastern European superstar in boxing, bro, in the United States. It's not going to be one. It's not going to be one. They can flush that. They can flush that. There's not going to be that. There's not going to be an Eastern European superstar in America. Not going to be. There's not going to be a European superstar in America. It's not going to happen. And I've explained exactly why that is. Because in boxing, that is. Because, and this is why that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because the two fan bases that make you a superstar in boxing are black fight fans and Mexican fight fans. Those two groups. Those two groups have to support you one way or the other for you to get to being a big star in boxing. And once you're that, then the Europeans in America will also jump on board, take interest, and watch boxing because it is a tertiary sport. That's it. Those are the superstars. And that's the only way that you can get it. And it's not going to happen. Not going to happen for a European fighter because they'll watch one of those guys' fights. Oh, he won. And they go right back over to the UFC or go to NASCAR. They go back to NASCAR. They go back to basketball. They go back to baseball. They go back to football. They go back to watching the sports that they care about. Only time that they're going to get into that, I'm telling you, because that's why all of the big American superstars have been black or Mexican. And really, there's only been one super really big star that's been Mexican in America, and that's Oscar De La Hoya. Other than that, they've all been black. All of them. Because black America gets behind you, then white America is going to want to pay for you. That's how it works. We get to cross over. Once you become a really big rapper in American music scene, then all of a sudden your concerts have a bunch of all white teenagers there. Because you jack up your tennis price. Once you're accepted in the neighborhoods of black people and they're interested in you, then Madison Avenue jumps on top of you and says, okay, this guy can sell our products, or the mainstream the white kids start tuning in and start paying attention. And that drives your numbers way through the roof. That's the same group of kids that are interested in Jake Paul. But Jake Paul had already got his name out there through social media. And boxing is going to be the guy that does that. But they are all trying to figure out a way to get around that equation. And you're not, and Bob Arum's not going to find his way around that equation. Eddie Hearn is not going to find his way around that equation. Not going to happen. That's why Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a superstar, because of that. Because once black folk got behind Floyd Mayweather Jr. and got behind him in mass, when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, and then after that, he got a decent number of Mexican fans. He got a lot of black fans. And then all of a sudden, all kind of white folk were like, yeah, Pacquiao can beat him. Give me Pacquiao. And then they milked the system on Pacquiao, man. George Woods in the building said, good morning. Have a great day. Keep stating the facts, brother. All day, man. George Woods, I appreciate you, brother. Much love in that super chat, man. That's how that goes, man. Just like Michael Jackson. How did Michael Jackson become a superstar? Black people. Black people. Because that's who were supporting the Jacksons. Black people. And then after Michael Jackson got on Motown 25 and did a dance that everybody had already seen 1,000 times, at least 5 years before that, called The Skate. Whoa! I was like, man, y'all never saw The Skate before? They were like, man, it's called The Moonwalk. I'm like, The Moonwalk? He's skating. That's The Skate. Everybody in the black side of my town could skate. They had talent shows and they were all over the place years before that. But then it hit that and oh man, it's the wow. That's how that works. Just telling you. And until that happens, bro, hey man, can we get them likes up? We got 632 people, only 303 likes, man. Stop being cheap, man. Hit them like buttons, man. Hit them. Hey man, William Ward, huge in the super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. So much. Thank you, brother. So much for that support. He said, Fanon, Canelo is not a superstar. A superstar is a person that's known all over the world, and Canelo is not facts. You may be right on that. You may be right on that. I'm just don't want to have Canelo fans mad about that, William Ward. I know that he's not as big as but honestly, man, that's what I said about him and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya was big like that. Canelo, they put Canelo's light under a bushel. A lot of people know Canelo Alvarez, though. They really, really do, man. There's a lot of people know Canelo Alvarez, man. He's really, really big. However, where he's really, really big, where they don't buy pay-per-views, and they stuck his light under a bushel since 2017. I mean, Canelo Alvarez has not been marketed to the mainstream public since 2017. He's been taking guaranteed checks over there he's been robbing the bank, robbing DAZN's piggy bank, and hasn't been fighting in front of a lot of people, and he's not been fighting the best competition. So quite honestly, Canelo Alvarez's star is faded. No, I mean, people ain't interested in his fights. I mean, and it's going to take a while before, he acknowledges that, Oh, he said you got a few super chats. My bad. God dog it, man. Because I be running my mouth, man. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, bro. Hunter Young said Black Russian from Mexico named Yusuf Curtis Gomez. Oh, yeah. I know he is. He's a good fighter, man. I like him. I saw him in that last fight. Hunter Young, much love in that super chat, bro. Much love in that super chat, Hunter Young. Let me slide back up and see if I can catch it. Man, thank y'all for that support, bro. And yeah, you bugging, man. I'm bugging. Hold on, man. Yeah, that shit flew on me, bro. My man Dallas Roquemore said Haney is very good, but he doesn't get knockouts. Yeah, he is a very good fighter, man. No doubt, no joke. Dallas Roquemore, hey man, Dallas. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for keeping it flowing, brother. It's important. Thank you, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you. Robin Soto said, if Devin beats Tank and Lomachenko, would that make him a superstar? And your thoughts on this week's fights? Keep talking, brother. Respect. If he beats Tank and Lomachenko, would that make him a superstar? No. No, it will not. No. I don't know how he's going to do that from the lightweight division. I don't know how you're going to become a superstar from the lightweight division. He got to go to welterweight, man, and he's going to have to beat some real big name dudes like Arturo Gatti. Like Floyd got Arturo Gatti, he got Floyd Mayweather, he got Oscar De La Hoya. He got Miguel Cotto, he got Shane Mosley. Dog, it's a lot of things got to come together for a guy that small. And it's got to be meant for you, man. And Robin Soto, much love in that super chat. It's got to be meant for you. Dude, seriously, it's got to be meant for you. It's a tough time in boxing right now because you don't have HBO either. HBO could make a guy really big over there on HBO. But, there's no network right now. Let me make sure I didn't miss something besides that one. Oh, DC Dre said RIP to Gary Russell Sr. No doubt, man. Much love to the Russell family and RIP to my guy, man. And George Woods said, good morning. Good morning. Have a great day and keep stating the facts. George Woods in that super chat, brother. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you. I think those are the ones that I got, man. Think those are the ones, man. Thank you so much, hey, man. Y'all keep the channel going, bro. Thank you for doing that, man. Just Boxing. Let me slide back up, make sure I didn't miss something besides Just Boxing. Okay, that's William Ward, man. William Ward, you're right about that, William Ward. And Just Boxing in the building said, is Spence Ortega a superstar like AJ, Canelo, and Fury? AJ is not a superstar. Canelo is Fury is definitely not a superstar. Dude, Canelo is all hype. I mean, Fury is all hype. Fury is all hype. All hype. And I mean all hype. All phony baloney. Say you're a star, maybe it'll make it. Dude, that dude is not no way. Dog, that dude did not do, that man knew. If Tyson Fury was a superstar, Tyson Fury would be fighting in the United States, bro. Do you see him back in the United States? No, you do not. Just Boxing is king. Thank you, man. It was late on that. I got to check the blues, huh? See you later, brother. Should have known for the day. Should have known. Thank you. See ya. Shouldn't have read it. Sorry, just because he beat. Nah, man, we're not talking about that, man. That is not getting any more conversation. JD said the most important thing to being a superstar is looks. Everything comes second. David Beckham, Brady, Ali, Young Floyd, Oscar, Justin Bieber, New York Stock Exchange. I don't know who NYSNC is. Floyd, would you put Floyd in that category? I wouldn't put Floyd in that. I wouldn't put Floyd in that. I don't know, man. You got to ask women about Floyd. I couldn't tell you. You know, mouthpieces. But those guys are also, those soccer players are big stars because of the teams they play on. You know, Deborah Booker, much love in that super chat, said, they I'm talking about is people from my job. I'm a principal for the Board of Education. Oh, that's what's up, Deborah. Much love in that super chat. And I gotta go back to your previous statement, Deborah, because you know my mind kind of left me on that, Deborah. I'm gonna look for your your question real fast. If I don't see it soon, I gotta come back down. I don't see that, or your original comment, Deborah. Much love in that super chat, Deborah. Thank you for your support, man. No, Manny Pacquiao became a star because he was a great fight. Truly entertaining fighter. Truly entertaining fighter, and he had a nemesis. And he had a nemesis with a different fan base. I'm telling you, man, they made Manny Pacquiao an honorary white guy. I'm telling you, man, because there was a lot of white boxing fans that I was talking to, European American boxing fans. Dog, they was behind Manny. I was like, look, man, I don't know how to break this to you. Manny Pacquiao is not going to beat Floyd Mayweather. He said, yes, he is. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. I'm like, no, dude, it's no way, man. He's this, he's that, he's that. I'm like, look, man, I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. Just telling you, he's not going to win that fight, man. Do not get your hopes up. Do not put your money up. That fight is not hard to call. Manny Pacquiao is not going to work with Floyd. I'm telling you. It's not going to work. And he was doing this, I'm telling you, and he's doing the same thing. He's doing that. They were doing that same thing. Same thing Top Rank does, man. They get him dudes a bunch of match-made fights. They were matchmaking for that guy to continue to have fights. That's why you got to be, that's the one thing that should always worry you about a Top Rank fighter. Were they match made to where they got? Were they match made to where they got? And when you get a dude that is match made and you have somebody that is not match made, dude, man, dog, yeah, you just don't know, man. You just don't. Man, let me tell you something, man. Canelo is going to be retired. Canelo going to get beat up, man. I'm telling you, Canelo going to get beat up soon. Beat up. He already got beat up last fight, but he's really going to get beat up, bro. I'm telling you, man. He's going to get beat up. He ain't fighting. I don't believe him, man. He don't believe himself, and he don't believe in himself. He's going to have a harder time with Gennady Golovkin than you think, too, because he looks slow. I'm telling you, man, Gennady Golovkin is going to be a tougher fight for Canelo Alvarez than people think. I'm telling you. Because Gennady Golovkin, no, he don't look like he was, but I'm telling you, Gennady Golovkin, Canelo is not what Canelo Alvarez was. And if he's plotting forward with Gennady Golovkin and he's looking to fight that same way with Gennady Golovkin, do not be surprised if the old man pulls something out. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, he looks washed to me, but so Canelo looked washed in his last fight too. Just telling you. Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin looked washed. Dude, Canelo looked washed in that last fight. Let's tell the truth to the devil, man. Shame the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Okay? He looked washed in that fight. Or on his way to being washed. Nothing looked particularly exceptional about Canelo Alvarez in that fight, man. Castillo beat Floyd. Yeah, according to you. According to you, he did. Whatever. You can say he lost that fight. The first one, he didn't lose the second. Anyway, and plus that's over. He moved forward. It never worked out. That he can rest his hat on that one, and that's all he gonna rest his hat on is I think I won that fight. But it is what it is, man. Canelo actually lost. Not should have lost. Did lose. Did not, should have. They both look slow, but let's see who chin last. Yeah, on the chin tip, give me Gennady Golovkin on the chin. Give me the Gennady Golovkin on the chin. Because that's some damage that man took. Darren Brooks said Fury made Wilder that trilogy made you cry, PBC writer. Oh, God, why do I even do this with y'all, bro? Thank you for your money. Trolls come out at night. Do-do. Da-da-da-da-da. For now, next super chat is King. Yeah, sorry about that. I got him. I'll read the blue ones. I'm sorry. I have to discipline myself to read the comment if it's blue first. Hey, Eric Dunn says, tell them Canelo fans to sit on that L. Yeah, y'all got to sit on that L, man. They got to sit on that L, dog. Yeah, dog. King, 10 million, 10 minimum for you, bro. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, hold on, man. Let me slide back. Okay, yeah. Tell them Canelo fans sit on that L. And I met some women at my job. Who knew Ryan Garcia was from Instagram, but they thought he was a YouTuber like Jake Paul. Had never seen him fight. Hey, you know what it is. That they had that type of thing. Oh, he's all that. Ryan Garcia is an underwear model, bro. That's what he's an underwear model, man. Hey, Rolly the photo. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Rolo in the photo. I didn't skip you. I read your chat. Rolo in the photo. I didn't mess you over, did I? Rolo in the photo. Rolo in the photo. No, I didn't mess you up, Rolo in the photo. But what you said? Ryan is a joke. Robert Davis said, Bob said he paid $4 million in that Tyson Fury fight, so I have to support Fanon on that. Yeah, he had to pay $4 million towards it, right? That's his guarantee. Hey, you notice something, Rolo, in the photo? Do you notice anything about yourself, Rolo? Rolo in a photo? Hey, man, I saw something where somebody put a picture of him in his underwear in a thumbnail, man. I was like, wow. I was saying that you the blue check only Jazz. I didn't have a blue check, and I know I rock with you though. Tough though. Huh? I was saying you the blue check only Jazz. Oh, man, I'm not going to blue check you. Rolo in the photo? No, I'm not Rolo. Man, dog, that's for that clown. I said I got to read it because, dude, he's not going to do $10. He ain't going to do that. I just have to read it first. Fanon, what's your dream fight card? Oh, man, wow. Really? Right now? Dream fight card is Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Artur Beterbiev, Bivol, David Benavidez, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez. Jamal Charlo, Triple G. Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford, Deron Boots Ennis. Deron Ennis versus Terrence Crawford. George Beard, man, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. Josh Taylor versus Regis Prograde, a rematch in the United States. Gervonta Tank Davis, Vasily Lomachenko. Shakur Stevenson versus Navrati. Gary Russell Jr. versus Josh Warrington. Stevie Fulton Jr. versus Monster Inoue. Chocolatito versus Soy Roy Vaside, a rematch. Yeah, something like that. Nah, Devin, Gary Russell. No, I said Gary Russell. No, Gary Russell Jr., Josh Warrington. Nah, that's my dream. John Boy said my super chat is broken. Hey, man, I'm sorry to see that, John Boy, man, but you support so much, brother. Much love in that super chat from John Boy. Much love in that super chat for John Boy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, John Boy. Thank you, John Boy, just for showing up, bro. No joke. Hold on one second, man. Let me check something. Oh, okay. So I can't. Oh, that's what's up, brother. I just want to Cedric Cedric Warren in that Cash App, bro, says for right, like Floyd beat De La Hoya to be a superstar. Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm sorry, man. I missed that by like 10 minutes. Much love in that Cash App, brother. To my man Cedric Warren in the building, man. Much love, bro. Thank you. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. And John Boy, you get it going regardless, man. You're just such a big supporter, brother. Thank you, man. Charles Tahari said, unpopular opinion, Tank calling out Devin has everyone talking about him now. I mean, he's the most popular out of all the newcomers, but Floyd really was his mouth. I'm happy he's calling people out now. And that's not an unpopular opinion. I'm glad he did that too. I'm glad he did that too in response to him, no doubt, bro. Oh, bro, I Cash App. It didn't work. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't know why it wouldn't, man. It worked for other cats, but I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Still, dog, gone for you, John Boy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Much love for the attempt, man. I don't know, man. Sometimes, these apps get funny, man. Hey, he said, where's my man Quincy Carter and CG Cap? I don't know, man. I haven't seen Quincy Carter. Oh, John Boy, you got it. It went through. John Boy in that super chat, brother. In that Cash App, man. John Boy, yes, it did. He said, my super chat broken. Good morning, everybody. Much love in that Cash App to my man, John Boy. It came through, John Boy. Thank you, brother. Man, thank you for that support, John Boy. No joke, man. Thank you, man. That's important. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, John Bizzle. Alden Johnson in the building said, I want to know who's on the Tank Davis fight card. They didn't put it out yet. Yeah, they did. I'll tell you who it is, man. Hold on one second. I'm not calling him an email champion. Somebody else called him an email champion. But that's because he got his champion. He was notified via email of it that he was a champion. That's why they call him the email champion. It's a pretty straightforward nickname. However, all it does is that he fought for a vacant belt. I mean, that's what it really means. And that's it. Hold on one second. Oh, and hold on 1 second, too. I got to do two things. All right, so let's see. 26-0 with 24 KOs. That helps, too, dog, if you're knocking everybody out. Hold on 1 second. Erislandy Lara is fighting Gary O'Sullivan, and Jesus Alejandro Ramos is fighting Luke Santamaria. Those are the only ones. But that's a good fight. Erislandy Lara, Gary O'Sullivan. I'll take that. I'll take that fight. No joke, man. Hey, John Boy, man. Much love in that super chat, John Boy. Thank you, brother. And my man Greg Wyatt in the building, bro.
My name is Dr. Boyce Walker.
Hold on 1 second, man. Man, much love in this. Hey, what's going on, Gregory Wyatt? Ain't seen it in a minute. Much love, John Boy. Thank you for that support, bro. And my man, William Ward, said, hey, this is a second super chat that didn't push the money sign that I did. This is for the second super chat that I didn't push the money sign. What you mean, bro? I don't understand. William Ward, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. I don't understand what you mean by that, William Ward. Hey, man, much love in that super chat, William Ward. Hey, dude, thank you for that big support today, bro. Seriously, man. It means a lot, man. This is a thin time in boxing right now, man. Mike Jones said, if Devin's an email champ, then Jake Paul aside over Canelo after seeing how easy he fell. I don't know, Mike Jones. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means tomorrow. I don't know what that means, man. Oh, did it jump? It says Wilder statue unveiled tomorrow. Bomb Squad. Much love, Soto Black. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother, man, for that support, man. Soto Black, I got that. I'll go back and make sure I didn't miss a blue real quick. But yeah, man, the blue super chats is tough, man. Because Gordon Beard, much love in that super chat, Gordon Beard. Much love in that super. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Much love. Thank you for that support, bro. Rob B in that super chat, brother. Much love in that super chat, Rob B. Thank you, man. And then I got my man Joshua White. Okay, so cool. I'm cool. I'm cool on it now. Thank you, brothers. Thank y'all so much for your support, man. DAC Bomb Squad all day, man. Who was on the Tank's undercard? The only fight that looked like a real fight to me is Erislandy Lara and Gary O'Sullivan and Jesus Alejandro Ramos, and Luke Santamaria. Those are the only ones that are out there on BoxRec, bro. Those are the only ones on BoxRec, man. Thank you, Rob B, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, but those are the fantasy fights for me. I'll take a lot of other fights than that. I know I should have said at welterweight, I should have said Errol Spence Jr. for Terrence Crawford. But my dream fight is the fight that ain't going to happen. Two fights that aren't going to happen. Alden Johnson said Jermell is the best one to me so far. He's undisputed champion. Who picks the undercard? I don't know, man. Who the promoter puts on the undercard. That's from what I understand, the promoter, man. Yeah, definitely Lara will beat Gary O'Sullivan for sure. I mean, it's a stay busy fight for Erislandy Lara. Gary O'Sullivan's terrible. What's going on, Pablo Sled? What's going on, your brother? Deborah Brooker said GGG is not who he used to be either. He's a lot older, which makes him slower. And if he lost to Canelo twice, I just believe he's going to lose again. Feels like it's a cherry pick. Oh, I think it's a cherry pick. I do. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Deborah. I do believe it's a cherry pick. No doubt. No doubt. I do. I definitely put that into the cherry pick category, man. Ma'am. Dre, DC Dre said, I like Gary Russell and Santa Cruz for 9. Yeah, I like that fight too. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But that's a non-title fight right now. Or is it? Yeah, that's a non. No, that's not a non-tie. That's actually a title fight. Yeah, I do like Gary Russell Santa Cruz. Yeah, no doubt. That's a good one, bro. No doubt, man. That's a good one, DC Dre. I like that. Hey, y'all, give me 1 second, man. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All righty, my bad. Sorry about that. You know, old man. Gotta take a second. Alden Johnson, 39, said, R.I.P. to Gary Russell Jr.'s father. We have to say our prayers for the Russell family. Absolutely. One up for them. DC Dre. Yeah, because Cruz definitely been ducking. Yeah, I like that, DC Dre. That's a good one. Yeah. Change that Leo Santa Cruz. But I just want to see Josh Warrington get beat. See, that's my dream fight on that one. Like, I want to see Gary whoop Josh Warrington, because that dude has had the easiest route at 126 pounds, man. Absolutely easy route. Keeps getting championships. Keeps getting shot after shot at the title. Just one of the manufactured domestic level fighters from the UK, because he's with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn gets some title shots. That's what that is. And that's also, man, I think that's a big reason that they keep those guys, those Asian dudes, those dudes from Asia on that pound for pound list. It's because they're working with the promoters. They're promoters who are trying to sell tickets and say, oh man, he's a global star. I'm sure they do the same thing over there, suckering them Japanese fight fans. Oh, in a way, he's international. He's on the American pound for pound lists, and use that to sell Monster Inoue. Absolutely, man. R.I.P. to my man Batman. Deborah Booker in the building said it will go down in the record books. Did Canelo lost twice? It will go down in the record books that Mayweather never lost. So sit on those L's. She said L's. Sit on those L's. Exactly, man. Sit on them L's. You know what I mean? Dog. I left you another chat about Devin. Oh, my bad, Ward. Let me roll back up, man. Thank you, dude. Thank y'all for letting me know when I mess stuff up, man. Okay, I got that. William Ward said, this is for the second super chat that I didn't push the money sign on. William Ward, I'm looking for you, man. Hey, William, can you just put it at the... Oh, and I did mess something up. Can you... I did mess... Okay, I got that. I got my man Soto Black in the building. Love that name, Soto Black. Got my man DC Dre. Let me see. Stop the Inoue disrespect. Oh, I'm gonna disrespect Inoue every day. I'm gonna disrespect Inoue until they do justice by Americans. Justice for America. Okay, I did that. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry, man. Okay, I got that. Yeah, I think I got everybody. I think I did. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Okay. Rolo in the photo said maybe Stewart, but okay, that's not for me. Tina John said, we need a 10 count for the Russell family. Condolences to the family. Kenneth Howard, we did one at the start of the show. We did a 10 count at the top of the show, but not going to turn down another 10 count for my man Gary Russell's family. R.I.P. to the Russells. R.I.P. to Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Sr. and to John Page, Batman, and condolences once again to the Russell family. Gave him that, did it when the show started. We'll do it again. John Boyd says, shout out Patrick Bell and my bro Quincy Carter and everyone for supporting. Thank you, man. Thank you, John Boyd. And thank you to everybody that supports in that super chat and that Cash App, man. Thank you. Chillville ain't on it today though. My newbie left me alone on that on the Cash App thing though. Hey, hold on 1 second, man. Oh, that's my mama. Love you, mama. Love you, mama. My mama sent me a note, let me know she's waiting. So, hey, mama, how you doing, mama? Like I said, I'm drinking from my favorite cup, the one my mama made me. All right, Quincy John Boy. Again, oh yes, she said shout out to Patrick Bell and my brother Quincy Carter and everyone for supporting. Yes, absolutely, man. Thank y'all for supporting the chat. Thank you for supporting the grind. Stuart Ballantyne said, yo, Raleigh, yeah. Oh, by the way, man, let's get back to Canelo. Let's get back to this subject matter, man. Let's get back to this subject matter of Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is ducking Demetrius Bivol. Apps Dimitri Bivol, man. Hey, Roll on the photo said, this is for you for 9. In a way, has some skills, though. Not pound for pound, but he took a lot of Mayweather moves with pull counters. Oh, he's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter, man, but he's been on the pound for pound list for years. Man, he dang near turned pro on the pound for pound list. Nah, man, they would never let somebody on it. Man, anyway, man, yeah, I don't want to talk about Monster in a way. I want to get back to the duck. I want to get back to how this man, Canelo Alvarez, is about to freeze out Dimitri Bivol. Freeze him out. Crazy. And what's Dimitri going to do for the next year? What's he going to do? He going to sit around and wait for a year to fight him? So he's going to wait till next year. He's going to fight next May. Because he's not going to fight him in December. He's not going to fight Gennady Golovkin and then turn around and 2 months later, go ahead and fight him 2 months later. So you know that's not going to happen. So he's basically freezing that guy out for a year. Dimitri Bivol need to go ahead and just see if he can get the winner of that Dimitri of the Arthur Beterbiev Joe Smith fight. See if they can make that. But he won't get the money that he's looking for. So he gets the win. He doesn't get the rematch money. Crazy. Shame on you, Canelo, for that ducking. Shame on you. Melvin Jones says, salute for 9. Big up to the chat. Be working to get in where I can. Be dropping that reel on these trolls and the fanboys. Thank you, Melvin Jones. I appreciate you, man. Oh, what happened? Oh, what's one of those super chat, bro? Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. Hey, man, thank you for that support, man. That means a lot. Thank you. And my man, Soto Black, says, Soto Black like Minnesota. Oh, Soda Black. I'm from Minnesota. Okay, that's what's up. Soda Black. I want to say Soto Black. Soda Black. I like that A, man. Minnesota Black. Hey, that's what's up. Arce, man, what's going on? Arce Powell in the building. What's going on, man? Salute, good brother. Much love, brother. Oh, thank you for the man. Thank you for telling me that. Check that, bro. Arce Powell in that Cash App, brother, says, salute, good brother. Tank versus Haney. Who you got? I got Tank. I got Tank in that fight, man. I got Tank. Primarily to make Devin Haney fans mad. I'm going to get something out of all this Devin Haney stuff. And that's to make y'all mad. But that's all right, man. We'll get together on other cats, right? We'll get together on other cats. We'll agree on other things. But no, for me, I think Gervonta Davis. But it's a fight that's never going to happen. Because Devin's not going to be in that weight class much longer. And when he beats, when he beats George Kambosos, he's going to have to fight George Kambosos again. And then after he fights George Kambosos again, if he beats him again, he's going to have to fight Vasily Lomachenko. And then if he fights Vasily Lomachenko, he's going to move up in weight. That's it. And Gervonta's not going to be at 140. At which point in time, I'm telling you, Devin Haney, ooh, that mojo, huh? Ooh, that mojo. Ooh, that mojo ain't good, dog. Oh, that mojo ain't good. Oh, wow. I just thought, oh, that mojo ain't good, dog. Sorry, bro. That mojo ain't good, brother. Hey, $7 in the building, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, that mojo ain't good, dog. Oh, that mojo ain't good, bro. That mojo ain't good. King from New Orleans, brother. What's going on? He said, what's going on? You're a king. Thank you, Skills from New Orleans. What's going on, brother? Thank you, bro. Thank you for that support, Skills from New Orleans. Man, I love New Orleans, man. I love New Orleans. And my man $7 says supporting that Cash App. Yeah, man, dog. Unstick the super chat. Unstick that Cash App. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, man. It's huge. Seriously, thank you. I can't tell you, man. Thank you, man. I love talking this boxing with y'all, and y'all let me do it. Thank you. And by the way, you also allow me to speak freely because I don't feel isolated just because I don't agree with what people say about a particular fighter. Thank you for unisolating me. I appreciate you, man. And letting cats know that you're true, being able to express your own opinion and do it does not isolate you from people or make it some situation where people shouldn't deal with you. The Beasley 598 said the Mayweather money plan, get fans and haters. Some pay to see him win, others see you to pay him lose. All of them pay. Yep, the Floyd Mayweather, the Muhammad Ali plan. That's the Muhammad Ali plan. That's the Muhammad Ali plan from the gorgeous George. Gary Russell got spanked. Oh, man, come on. See you later, Chris Chin. See you later, man. Your boy Mark Magsayo got beat up with one hand. I ain't trying to hear you. All right. Your boy Mark Magsayo got beat up with one hand. Lost that fight with one hand, but you know what it is. I'm trying to tell you, they got to figure out somebody, but don't worry about it. Ray Vargas is about, I like Mark Magsayo though, by the way though. I like Mark Magsayo. Was doing Mark Magsayo's videos a long time before I realized it was a complete and utter waste of time. But I've been a fan. I like Mark Magsayo, man. TBE is TBE. Say, keep up the great work, Fanon. It helps when y'all support, man. Seriously, man. Because you know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Gary Russell won that. Man, Gary Russell won that fight for sure. But it is what it is. He lost it officially. But nah, man. That man hurt his arm. The injury, it is what it is, man. And he said, man, ain't nothing, and I'm not right. He said it on the way into the fight. It's like, yeah, y'all may, you may see me a little something different for this fight. But it is what it is. Also, man, that can happen when you get to be that age. You get to be an older fighter, your body can break down. You know what I mean? That type of stuff has been known to happen, man. When you get older, when you get to be that age, things happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. But one hand, bro, I was so offended when they gave that fellow that nod over Gary. Yeah, with one hand. Man, he beat that dude with straight rights. Straight right after straight right after straight right for the whole fight. Mark Magsayo's following behind him, throwing a bunch of punches, missing, getting tagged. But the decision was close, which tells you. Like those guys, oh man, that fight, even the scorecards was close, bro. TBE says support greatness. Thank you, brother. I wouldn't call myself great, but I appreciate y'all allowing me to have this show. No joke. That's why I don't like missing a day. I hate missing a day because of y'all. John Boy said, don't ever be a sellout. And hello, Mama Blackwell. Hey, Mama. See, they supporting you, Mama. Much love in that super chat. Oh, can y'all put some applause in there for my mama? Put some clap signs in there for my mother. Can we see if we can get some clap signs? If y'all put anything other than a clap sign for my mama, you know you getting blocked right away. But can I get some applause for my mother who watches the channel and keeps me on the straight and narrow? Even as an old man, I still got a mama that loves me, man. Brooke Howard says, yeah, his aggression was so ineffective. I was like, where? Exactly. See, you got the applause for your mama. Thank you for showing up to the chat. Hold on 1 second. Hey, oh man, my man, Mashamar Ayash said Charlo and Spence cleaning out division. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Absolutely, they are. Happens to old fighters. Canelo Mayweather moves that don't work for him. Canelo's going to be retired before he started losing. Oh, he's about to start losing. He already just started. He's just started losing. B.E. said, nothing like a good mom. Lost mine last year. Cherish her, my brother. I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Lonzo said, Fanan got 100 mods. Yeah, guess what I got, Lonzo? Yeah, you've been a public one for a long time, man. You've been a public one for, I'm not going to get you. I'm not gonna, yeah, I got 100 mods. You got that right. Y'all ain't kicking my mod. You ain't messing up my supporters. No, you're not. Arce Powell 4 and even Arce Powell 40 in the building says, salute Mama Blackwell. Hey, thank you, Arce. Arce Boxing Life. Much love in that super chat, man. Rolo in a photo said, mothers are the first lovers forever, man, especially black mothers. Yep. Even though I should get in trouble. I gotta like black mama. Oh man. I gotta like black mama. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Yeah, it's an inside joke. Inside joke. CDJ Crypto says, stop hating on Canelo. He beat a lot of good fighters and he gave us some great fights. Hey, look, man, if Canelo Alvarez would give us the fights we want to see now, I wouldn't say nothing about him. He said, Dad, for now, you going in on people like that? Like with your mama's watching? Yeah. Absolutely, I go on, man, please. My mama is not nice. I never said my mama was nice. My mama's a great woman. Love my mama to death. My mama is not nice. She can be nice, but you know, mama gonna pull that ear out. Hey, for now, you gonna be in on people like that's with your mama's watching. What's that? Oh yeah. Absolutely, gotta be yourself, man. He said Fanon trolling himself. Yeah, man, I love my mama, man. Anyway, Fanon, I'm sorry for your mama, Fanon. Oh, so I'm sorry for your mama, Fanon. He being silly. Yeah, it's fun, man. Hey, man, it's fun, man. It's all right. It's all good, man. Only the Funk. Say much love in that super chat. Only the Funk. Thank you, brother. And TBE is TBE. Let me before that say Canelo should have 4 losses. I think legitimately Canelo Alvarez should have 3 losses. Legitimately, in my opinion. Hey, only the Funk said, didn't the email champ beat Tank behind the scenes? Didn't the email champ beat Tank behind the scenes? Hey, no, man. Come on, man. Come on. You talking about some sparring stuff? Much love in that super chat, man. He said, thanks to everyone. No, I'm real. No, I'm real black. Oh, man, that's hilarious. My mama said, I'm black. Yeah, she is. He said, I got to like black mamas. I got to like black mama too. For now, hey, man, much love in that super chat, bro. To my man, Mashamar Ali. I'm sorry, man. I should have hit that thumbs up on that. And thank you, man. Yeah, anyway, man, big up to him. I said, no, he said, Tank said Floyd held him back during spar. Literally, they said Floyd. He said Floyd when he was, first of all, they said Floyd, when I was about to whoop him, Floyd would grab my arms. He said Floyd would literally grab his arms to keep him from hitting Devin. And then he said when he hurt Devin and was about to knock Devin out, that Adrian Brawner jumped in there to pay Captain Save Devin. I'm trying to tell you, man, dog, that's the only worry I got from Devin, man. It's the only worry I got, dog. Only worry I got with Devin is whether or not he's going to take it when it comes, man. Because it's going to come sooner or later, man. That's just how it is. It's gonna come. One of these dudes gonna be in there and they're gonna be banging with you. And you're gonna be getting hit and you're not gonna be able to get slick. It's gonna be a lot of pressure on you. That's the only question that I got about it, man. The punching power to me, I really just mess with y'all, man. You know what I mean? I really just mess with y'all, man. No, he was not. He was a professional, brother. Rolling in a photo. He was a professional fighter, brother. Whatever you want to say, he was preparing for a professional fight. He's preparing for a professional fight, bro. Is what it is, man. If he would have beat him, he wouldn't be saying I was only 16 to 17. So what happened with the get back? Devin got on him, Devin wouldn't, he asked to spar him again. Devin said he wouldn't spar him. Devin ducked him. Devin ducked the spar, the rematch. He ducked the spar because he said, hey, man, a.k.a. Devin said, Fanon, a.k.a. Sonny Black. I like that, man. I go by Sonny Black. I like that. He wasn't pro. That's not what he said. He said he's preparing for a fight. I don't know if he's pro or not pro. He said he was preparing for a fight. That's what he said. And if he wasn't pro, hey, dog, shouldn't have mattered, dog. It didn't matter. You got beat up. Devin needs to prove he's a dog. No. The amateur dude was Teofimo Lopez. That's the guy that was the amateur, was Teofimo Lopez. Where Gervonta was like, yeah, I sparred him. He was an amateur. He's like he was a little kid. So I didn't want to hurt him. What he said about Devin is that they were preparing for Devin to fight. Devin's a Mayweather fighter, man. Devin was a Mayweather gym fighter, man. Mayweather gym fighter. It is what it is, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see. How does Zone promote the next GGG fight? Very, very carefully, dog. They do it very, very carefully. Is how they do that. Very carefully. Because I'm not paying for that fight. Well, I don't know. I'll pay for the fight. I always say I'm not going to pay for the fight. And at the end of the day, I come back and say, I'm going to pay for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. I like Canelo as a fighter, man. I do. I just don't like Canelo fans, man. Y'all, the Canelo Alvarez fans blew it. And what's his name? With all this gimmicky matchmaking they're doing, man, they're blowing it, man. Man, Canelo Alvarez could be having great fights, man. He could be really adding. He could really be adding to great fights being taken place in boxing. And he's over there hiding on this garbage European tour for 4 years, bro. It's like, man, come on, man. You've been doing this nonsense since 2017, man. It's 2022. This is 5 years of your career in a Euro tour. And then it caught up to you. And I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if it didn't catch up to him again. And then where's the fight? Now watch this. What weight is Gennady Golovkin going to fight him at? What up, Chillville? Oh, is this up, Chillville? Yeah. What weight is he going to fight him at? If he fights him at 168, does that mean Gennady Golovkin is dropping his belts? Or does Gennady Golovkin get to move up to 168, fight at 168, and then but have his belts available to him at 160? See what I'm saying? It's like Gennady Golovkin is going to fight for undisputed at 168. In his first fight, for one fight. And then is Gennady Golovkin going to be defending those belts at 168? I mean, it's just in a catch weight, man. It's just silly, man. You fighting a 40-year-old, man. You go from fighting a guy that you ain't got no business fighting to fighting another guy you ain't got any business fighting. Man, will you fight David Benavidez or Charlo or Andrade, man, so we can see a fight? Please, just stop with all this corniness, man. It's corny. It is completely It's completely orchestrated. It's completely orchestrated outside of the realms of competitive boxing. But hey, man. Sandy E. Rose, who is y'all? Who is y'all? Most people on this chat love Devin Haney, man. There's all kind of Devin Haney fans out here, man. Kidding me? Hold on one second. All kind of people loving Devin Haney out here, man. At least you're real. Thank you for being real. Jeez Louise, thank you for being real. Hey, man, I'm glad you own a cleaning shop, too. Congratulations on that, man. Hope your cleaning business is going well. Yeah, there's a lot of people like Devin Haney on this channel, man. A lot of Devin Haney fans. We argue in boxing, man. We just argue in boxing. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you like Devin Haney. Put a one. I'm going to prove this to you. Put a one in the chat if you like Devin Haney. I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot of Devin Haney fans that come around here, man. But cats ain't. But they generally speaking do not get butthurt because you may say something that they don't that Devin Haney may not like. There's a lot of Devin Haney fans because we talk about boxing, not just Devin Haney. We talk about a lot of different stuff. See, look at all these ones: Crypto, Rolo in a photo, King of Kings, Square, Zach, my man Zach Rich, Fonz E. Jones, Square Biz, Oddly Gifted, Bullpen, Kenneth Johnson. See, there's a lot of Devin Haney fans, man. Anthony A. It's a lot of Devin Haney fans here, man. We treat Devin Haney fairly around here, bro. Yeah, the Haney gang is in full effect around here. That's who I'm messing with. I'm not messing with Devin Haney. Honestly, I'm messing with the Devin Haney gang. And they show up every morning, brother, and it's all respect. It's all good. It's all good. If Devin Haney knocks out Tank, they'll just be trying to rub it in my face. You know what I mean? Look, man, TBE, LEL, Just Being E, LE put like 10 of them in there. And we're going to count every one. And we're going to count everyone as a legitimate Devin Haney fan. Every single solitary one will do. Miss Aisha said, I try to like Devin, but then he says something else. Hey, bro. I swear, dude, it was so hard, ain't it? It is so hard, man. It is hard when you are called a hater. You called a hater for just being just your own opinion. Like I'm saying, and it's a fair opinion to boot, man. There is nothing wrong, dog, with. And by the way, will y'all stop hating on? Will you stop hating on George Kambosos? Like seriously, I'm telling you, you guys are building up so much bad juju, man. Y'all are building up so much bad juju for Devin Haney, dog. Like that type of stuff. I mean, it comes. Oh, like Tyson Fury walking around the street drunk. Man, can I talk about that for a second? Tyson Fury is a fraud. 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 Man, this dude out here talking about why you shouldn't drink alcohol. Drunk as a skunk flowing through the streets, bro. Fiend Sator, George Kambosos did it to himself. How? Explain that to me. George Kambosos is just obnoxious. He's obnoxious. He's definitely obnoxious. Very obnoxious. I don't like George Kambosos. I don't. He needed to ditch that conversation calling people boys. He needed to ditch that word. Very bad word. Very inopportune use of the word boy. Okay? Keep the word boy out your mouth in America, okay? How about that? I got you on that, man. Whatever, homie. Hold on one second, man. Let me see something, man. Hold on, man. Why people getting blocked, man? Why you blocked Santiago, man? That's how I know Australia. I think that's how they talk, but still. You shouldn't do that in America. That's a bad pick. I know that's what they do. Where'd this bum go? I know that's what they do. What happened? Hold on, man. I could have sworn. Anyway, it's gone now, man. It's gone now, bro. I was gonna see if this dude was your boy again. I get pleasures out of kicking you up out of here, man. I get a pleasure out of kicking you up out of here, bro. Rolly in the photo said, I can't wait for Kambosos' reign is over. Hey, man, can I ask y'all a question? What y'all gonna do if Kambosos wins? What's gonna happen, man? Said that's some real BS with that boy. Yeah, it's just a bad. But people from other countries, it's different, man. They don't know what these white people say here. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when, it's kind of in reverse. It's in reverse. Yeah, hey, David Weston said, cry in the car. They gonna cry in their house because they ain't got to go to no car because ain't nobody driving to see that fight. But you know what I really think they're gonna do? They're gonna wait. They're gonna wait till somebody does a video about it. Hey, is it a pay-per-view? Hey, this ain't pay-per-view, is it? It's not pay-per-view, is it? It's gonna be regular ESPN in the afternoon. BS Fanon, they know. What is that, bro? What is that? What's that? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Seriously, man, because they call each other that. And if they, seriously, man, white people say boy to each other, man. Racism changes from, the racist language changes everywhere. The only universal are things like spook, the N-word, spook, the N-word, just the blatant one, porch monkey, stuff like that, But boy, it's tough because so many people use the word boy. That's kind of more like I could see somebody screwing that up from another country. I could. It's not, you should, young man. If you would have called him young man, you know what I mean? Something like that. Man, look, man, you're a kid. Call him a kid, something like that, man. You're just a boy, man. Anyway, I'm going to be salty. Yeah. Salty, but get ready to be salty, dog, because that robbery is on its way. That robbery is on its way. Fanon, Kambosos tried to duck Devin after all that undisputed talk, and he knows that boy means over here. Hey, look, man, I have to defend George Kambosos in that because George Kambosos didn't duck him. The fight happened, man. They're fighting on June 5th. It's what it is. If he didn't have to try to duck him. If he didn't want to fight him, he didn't have to fight him. No joke. All he needed to do not to fight him is fight somebody else. That's it. He didn't have to fight him. Canelo ducks. Let me tell you how people duck like Canelo. That's how you duck. He'll just tell you, I'm busy. He'll just say, I'm busy. And trust me, ESPN and all those guys wouldn't have said nothing else about it. ESPN wouldn't have said nothing about it. Ring Magazine wouldn't have said nothing about it. Only people would be saying something about it is us. That's it. That's it. The conversations will be right here. All he had to do to duck it was say, I don't want to fight you and not fight him. That's what I'm saying, man. With the objective things, you got to get a man. The man didn't duck him. See, that's the place where I fall off with Devin Haney fans. When you want to blame cats for something they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get on a guy about something he didn't do. Look at the fight. Look at the length of the fight. Now, we're actually in the conversation, listening to conversations going on between them. But watch this, man. Watch this. Kamboso. I do like the nickname Kamboso. Kambosos. Man, how do you spell? Man. George. Kambosos. I think it's George Kambosos. Yeah, but I misspelled that. Let's see. All right, so he fought November of 27th. He fought Teofimo Lopez. And he will be fighting him 7 months later. He's fighting Devin Haney. Okay? 7 months later, he's fighting Devin Haney. When you look at that, that doesn't look like a duck to me. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't look like a duck because he fought him in his next fight. See what I mean? Kind of like the same thing with Lomachenko. You guys keep calling that man a duck for Lomachenko. And I keep saying, hold on, man. He fought somebody, another guy with a championship. That's what he did. He fought Teofimo Lopez. No matter what would happen, whether there was a franchise belt or not a franchise belt, he still was going to fight Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez is the IBF champion. It was already guaranteed to happen. Right? And then but then he fought him and he lost. And that's it. That's what happened. All of the talking and who said what and the belts flip-flop, All that other stuff, that's all good stuff for videos that we do, we use to make sure we got something to talk about today. Because that's what we do. We talk boxing every day. So there's always going to be something to talk about today. That's what we do. We talk boxing every day. We're hardcore boxing fans. But when you look at things and you just say, okay, what are the things that happened that actually matter? What actually happened with Lomachenko was Lomachenko won the vacant belt, and then he fought a unification fight in his very next fight, which is not a duck by any definition of duck. That's not a duck. Winning a vacant belt and then fighting for a unification fight in your next fight is not a duck, even if you have a mandatory. And then he lost, so that's it. It's not a duck. It's not a duck. See what I mean? It's just not one. So, George Kambosos beats Teofimo Lopez. What happens in his next fight 7 months later? He fights Devin Haney. He didn't duck him. It's not a duck. Right? It's not a duck. That's just the facts. It's just boom, boom. That's what happened. You know what I mean? Because by this definition that you guys are using of duck, man, you might say Muhammad Ali ducked Joe Frazier. But you'd be like, what do you mean? How did he duck him? They fought. Well, there was like a 3-week period where Muhammad Ali said that he wanted to fight somebody else. But then that fight didn't work out between him and George Chuvalo. He wanted to fight George Chuvalo, but that fight fell through. But so he fought George Foreman, but he fought Frazier. So yeah, he fought him, but he ducked him before he fought him. He ducked him before he fought him. He ducked him in between the two fights. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't work. That's not a duck. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a duck. So he didn't duck him. And you guys sitting up there screaming duck, 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 cap, duck, duck, cap, duck, cap, duck, 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 cap. Every day of the week for everything the man said was a duck. Oh, he ducked. Oh, he ducked. Oh, you're ducking. That's a duck. And then you guys invented the word duck talk. Now that's fair. When you guys say, oh, that's duck talk. That sounds like he may be trying to duck. But either he's going to duck the man or he's not going to duck the man. The fact of the matter is he's fighting that man, so he didn't duck him. Period. You can't put that on that man's head. He didn't duck him. He's fighting him. John Boy in that super chat. Much love in that super chat. And my man Damon Wester said, real champions don't drop hardware for 9. He didn't drop the hardware, man. He didn't. Much love in that super chat, brother. But even if he did, he didn't duck. See, you're hanging on that franchise belt. That's something the WBC did. Come on, man. Who turns down being elevated? Hey, Damon Wester, name one fighter you've ever known that has turned down being elevated to a higher level by its sanctioning body. I don't know anybody that has done that. And I'm waiting for Devin, if Devin wins this fight, to be silly enough to do that. Devin there ain't no way in the world Devin Haney should drop that franchise belt. No way. Hey, Damon Weston said, real champions don't drop hardware for 9. Much love in that super chat, brother. Did I get that twice? Oh, yeah, I got that. Much love, brother. Hey, man. I didn't like it, but the fact of the matter is he lost in his next fight, dog. It didn't even matter. He got it. He would have lost that. He would have lost it any way it went. And the only person that really got screwed out of that was Teofimo Lopez. Teo got screwed out over in that one. Because then Teo didn't get the right to fight for that belt. They screwed over Teofimo. The one guy that got screwed over in that was Teofimo Lopez. Really. Because Teofimo Lopez fought the W. It would have been better if they wouldn't have had that franchise belt. Teofimo Lopez could have fought Lomachenko, and there wouldn't be any question about him being undisputed. The real loser of Lomachenko getting that franchise belt, the real loser was Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Devin Haney didn't lose anything because Devin Haney didn't fight for the WBC belt. He didn't lose anything. He gained acclaim at a championship. He gained from that. He didn't lose anything he already had. The person that lost something was Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo Lopez fought the guy that won that WBC belt in the ring, and he was not allowed to fight for that WBC belt. If you do not consider George Kambosos a undisputed champion, that is because the guy that lost when lost something, when Lomachenko was elevated or made the franchise champion, the guy that lost something was Teofimo Lopez. Because if he would have said, all right, I just have this belt and I'm going for undisputed, I don't want the franchise championship, I'm going up for undisputed against Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo, and the fight played out the same way, Teofimo Lopez would have held all four. Devin would have just been the interim champ. But as a result, Teofimo Lopez didn't get to be undisputed by the definitions most people are using right now, right? And Devin Haney is actually named the champion and has an opportunity that Teofimo Lopez never had, which is to actually fight for undisputed. I'm telling you, Devin can win and you guys would still consider him losing. Think about it. Now, argue with that one. Did Teofimo Lopez, and I'm asking Devin Haney fans, did Teofimo Lopez ever get an opportunity to fight for undisputed? Yes or no? Damon Wester said, Loma won his WBC belt via vacant. Yeah, it's vacant, though. It doesn't matter, Damon Wester. Doesn't matter if it's vacant. All kind of people win vacant titles. Winning a vacant title doesn't mean you're not a champion. You winning a vacant title is you winning a vacant title. No worries. You're not an email champion if you win a vacant title. Champions retire. If you win a vacant title, you're a champion. That happens all the time. People move up and they vacate, they win it in the bed. There's no problem with that. But I'm just telling you, did Teofimo Lopez ever get an opportunity to fight for undisputed? Yes or no? KO Dub says no. Hell no. He didn't get a chance. He didn't even get an opportunity to fight for undisputed. Did Lomachenko get an opportunity to fight for undisputed? No, he didn't. Did Kambosos get an opportunity yet to fight for undisputed? No, he didn't. Is Devin Haney getting a chance to fight for undisputed? Yes. He's the only guy out of them that on his first go gets a chance to fight for undisputed, according to what people are saying is undisputed. So Devin didn't even lose anything. He didn't even lose anything. That's the only issue that I have with people that talk about Devin Haney is that he's victimized. He's getting paid real good money before he ever got his hands on a championship. He was getting paid way more than guys in the same situation that he is. He literally gets handed a championship, right? Then because he has a championship, they don't consider anybody else undisputed, right? And then he's the only one out of Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez that actually get a chance to fight for undisputed. And you guys still act like this guy's taken advantage of. He's not. The man has gotten every opportunity he's ever wanted in his entire life, from what I can see. I mean, dude, for real, the dude is training at Mayweather Gym and getting tips from Floyd Mayweather Jr. at a very young age. The T103 say, you're wrong, bro. Really? How am I wrong? Explain to me how I'm wrong. You can't get out of that. You can't get out of that. It's a fact. If Devin Haney, if George Kambosos is, and I'm going to ask you straight up, is George Kambosos the undisputed champion of the world? If you say no, he is not, that means he never fought for it, right? Was Teofimo Lopez ever look? Now I'm not going to look at your previous comments. Put it in the comment section. I'm not going back looking at you. You know, only cats I'm going back looking at are cats that support the channel. I don't know if you support the channel or not. I'm not going back for nothing. Put it up here. If I don't understand what you're saying, correct it in the bottom. I'm not going back and looking for you. And I ain't nothing wrong about what I'm saying. That everything I said is factual. That is 100% fact. You cannot get out of that. That is 100% facts. Melvin Jones said Canelo ducks so much you can hear the quack a mile away. Yeah. Now he ducks. No joke. That boy ducks. Ducky duck ducks. But it is what it is. Put it in the chat. How am I wrong? I'm not going to go back and look at your previous comments, homie. I'm not about to have a T study session. Oh, he said, you're correct, my brother. I got you. Okay, thank you, bro. I'm just telling you, man. Like, look, man. And I'll be looking for arguments, T. So don't worry about it. We be looking for arguments. Say, Fanon, what did it say? Fanon, Damon Webster slid up. Hold on one second. Let me get Mr. M Pride real quick. Hey, he said, Fanon, if you're the undisputed champ, can you make your opponent pay your sanction fees if they want to fight all 4 belts? In a contract, yeah, you probably can. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, you probably can. Hey, Damon Webster, I'm sliding back up. My bad, Damon. Thank you, bro. Damon Webster said, Teal could have if he would have fought Dev, not Cam. He didn't have a chance. It's a mandatory. It's a mandatory. He didn't have a choice. He had a mandatory. It's a WBO mandatory. Whatever Bob ordered, it's a mandatory. All I'm saying is he never got a chance to do it. But guess who? Again, Damon. Who would he have had to fought? He would have had to fought Devin. Right? Teofimo Lopez, if you say he's not undisputed, he would have had to fight Devin to be undisputed. He lost that opportunity to do it because the WBC elevated Lomachenko and gave Devin Haney the WBC belt. If anything, Devin Haney got done a favor by that franchise belt. No joke. He got an opportunity to fight for undisputed because people are saying you're not undisputed unless you have that WBC belt. And yeah, Melvin Jones, you ain't never lied about that now. I'm telling you, man, it's a fun conversation to have, man. Devin Haney is one of the most benefited guys I've ever. Very few people have been more privileged than Devin Haney in boxing. Devin Haney is actually more privileged than Ryan Garcia is. And Ryan Garcia has been very privileged. But dude, Devin Haney, first of all, turned pro within a very short amount of time. Dude, he was on Showtime, fighting on Showtime because of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the fact he was fighting out of Mayweather gym. He got offered a humongous contract because he was on the radar and fighting for the PBC. But he stayed independent. So he got that big contract very early in his career. And now he gets an opportunity on to fight on a third network. Then he's got a multi-fight deal with fighting for undisputed. Dog, that is something that a lot of guys have never had, man. And that's the only issue, bro. Fanon, you can say the same thing for Rolly. Yeah, Rolly's Rolly's a very privileged fighter too. How is Ryan privileged? You got to be kidding me. How is Ryan Garcia privileged? You're joking, right? How are you joking? Ryan Garcia? The fact that we're talking about Ryan Garcia proves that Ryan Garcia is privileged, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I can say the same thing, but not as much as for Devin. No way. Rolly ain't making Devin money, dog. And Rolly is getting thrown in there with Tank with 14 fights. Rolly's getting fed to the wolves. Okay? Rolly getting paid. Rolly. T03 said Haney was ducked by Loma after he was skipped. No, he wasn't. No, he was not. Because Lomachenko fought for a unification fight. Much love in that super chat. He fought for it. Dog, that argument is always falling flat to me. You are not ducking somebody if you fight for in a unification fight. You're not ducking. That's like saying that your Danis Ugas ducked. Let me ask you a question. Did your Danis Ugas duck Staniansis by fighting Errol Spence? He was not the mandatory. No, he was not. No, he was not the mandatory. No, he was not the mandatory. That is not true. They never ever ordered Devin Haney, Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney. Never. He was never the mandatory. No, he was not. He was the number one guy, and he was fighting a title eliminator to become the mandatory. But that title eliminator, because they elevated him, they did away with the title eliminator, and instead of having him fight, no, he was not. When did they put it in there where the WBC mandated that fight? Give me the link. Give me the link. Give me the link. I would love to be wrong, because if they ordered that fight, then I'm wrong. He said, you missed my super chat, but all I said was don't let the trolls give Haney fans a bad name. Yeah, don't let trolls give you a bad name. Let me know. Put it in there where they ordered that fight, bro. Let me know when they did. My man D Webb said, don't let these trolls give Haney fans a bad name, man. Hey, man, they be making some terrible arguments. Hey, but serious, man. Let me know. No joke. Let me know when they ordered that fight. I don't remember them ordering that fight, but there's some things I miss. I could have missed it. So can anybody tell me, put a link in where it says that Devin Haney, the WBC orders Vasily Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney? Because my recollection was that Devin Haney was fighting, my recollection is, and I'm telling you, I could be wrong. And I'm being honest. I'm not being facetious. I'm being honest. My recollection is that he was fighting Alfredo Santiago. And that was going to be a title eliminator. Because he was the WBC interim world lightweight title against Abdulev, right? That's when he won the interim title. And then Santiago, that next fight was for the WBC world title. But let me see something. He was the interim champ. Hold on one second. Devin Haney sentenced to two mandatories. Yeah, he got two mandatories, bro. They put all the work on his back, bro. But anyway, he got his money. Hey, I can't see where it says that. In a voluntary. That was a voluntary. Yeah, it was a voluntary, right? How can it be a voluntary? Yeah, I don't think he was ordered, bro. I can't see it this quickly, so I'm not going to keep going with it. Now, did anybody? They're not going to find the link because they never ordered that fight, man. He was never the mandatory, bro. He was never the mandatory. He was never ordered and mandated. That fight was never mandated. He was the interim. He was an interim champion. And he was about to fight Santiago. And then they elevated him. They never ordered the fight. Thomas Davis said, could T.O. be paid step aside for Cam for Undisputed? No, no. They ordered, I guess he could have, but he was going to get paid $6 million or something like that from Triller. Bob Arum wasn't going to make that fight with Devin Haney. They were calling it Undisputed, I'm telling you. KO Dub said, no, the WBC didn't order the mandatory, but they allowed Lomachenko to duck Haney. They did the same thing for Canelo. Look, man, the man went and fought a unification fight, man. He fought a unification fight. I don't understand he fought a unification fight. And he lost. A unification fight is not a duck. Even if they would have mandated it, still not a duck. Anyway, I'm not going to go through that. I know it's not, man. Trust me, there's enough people in here that would say, no, they ordered the fight. They never ordered the fight. If you didn't order the fight, you're not a mandatory. He was the interim champion, okay? He was an interim champion. He actually took no, he did not take a voluntary defense against Kambosos. Kambosos was the IBF mandatory. No, he did not. He took out, that was the IBF mandatory. IBF mandatory. And guess what? He was the mandatory. I do believe George Kambosos was the IBF mandatory before he fought Lomachenko. But we can look that up. Hold on, man. I love this conversation. Man, thank y'all for talking boxing with me, man. Hold on one second. Kambosos is the IBF mandatory challenger after defeating Lee Selby in Halloween of 2020 to earn a crack at Lopez. He's the IBF mandatory challenger after beating Lee Selby on Halloween 2020 to earn a crack at Lopez. He is the IBF mandatory. IBF rules is must take place by October. Teofimo Lopez was ordered to fight him after Kambosos beat Lee Selby. And that's the IBF, brother. And the IBF will strip you. That ain't the WBO, Holmes. That's the IBF. The IBF. Yeah, exactly. Devin wasn't the mandatory. He was the number one challenger. He's the interim champion. He wasn't the mandatory. They did not mandate that fight. Devin Haney fans want the fight. So they called it a duck. That's all that is. It is what it is, man. But look, man, it is semantics at the end of the day, because guess what? Devin is going to get that opportunity to fight for that belt, man. And it is what it is. He's very good. He got what he wanted, man. I don't understand it, man. He got exactly what it was. He got everything that he wanted. And congratulations to him. And I hope he wins. Gary Small in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. In that super cat, in that cash app, bro. Thank you so much, man. He said, love watching your show, Fanon. You're spot on. Thank you, brother. And I'm sorry it took me so long, Gary Small, to get to that. Sorry about that, man, because I didn't check my cash app actually during the thing. So, no, the IBF did not let him pass on that fight, man. But more importantly, man, dude, Bob Arum, he got offered so much money for that because there's a purse bid for the fight. There's a purse bid for the fight. No, the IBF did not let him off the hook. There's a purse bid for the fight. And Triller won the purse bid. Nah, man, they were not. Because Teofimo Lopez would have got stripped if he did not fight George Cam. It's the IBF, man. The IBF stripped the IBF stripped Canelo. The IBF stripped Canelo, man. That ain't no joke. The IBF stripped Canelo. That ain't something that's just gonna, they're not that particular sanction body is not somebody that's just gonna blow over and let you do whatever. But anyway, it is what it is. Look, man, much love to everybody in the channel. Hey, man, thank you. The T103, brother. Thank you for that conversation, man. Respectful conversation. No joke, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Anyway, it is what it is. Thank you, guys. You say the IBF don't play. No, the IBF will snatch you. Yank. Make that title defense or you'll get snatched. Errol Spence, they're not going to let Errol Spence Jr. slide. Now, they will. Sometimes they let it go, but once they order it, they typically don't go back on them ordering that fight, bro. You say, why did they strip Loma? They didn't strip Lomachenko. The IBF didn't strip Lomachenko. Nobody stripped. Lomachenko wasn't stripped. Lomachenko wasn't the IBF champion. The IBF champion was Richard Comey, and then Richard Comey lost to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez was the IBF champion. The WBA champion and the WBC and the WBA and the WBO champion was Vasily Lomachenko. And then Bob Arum screwed it up. Bob Arum screwed it up by asking them to elevate him to the WBC franchise title because they didn't want Lomachenko to have to fight mandatories. And he said that Lomachenko didn't do that. Bob Arum did that. But anyway, it is what it is. And check you out later, Keith Howard, and everybody that supports the channel. Man, thank you guys so much for your support. It means it means everything. Thank y'all. We'll check you guys out tomorrow. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.